station. I'm going to be driving. You can see there's all our luggage over there at the back. And yeah, if you do have any questions about traveling in New Zealand, about where we are or anything like that, go ahead. We are going to try to be live for the entire drive, which is about 3 hours. But you know, we may just run out of connections or something like that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So yeah, go nuts. We should be able to show you as well what we see by clicking on that little button right here.
Should we do a quick test?
No, oh yeah, okay, go. Oh, here you go. You guys, we can see what we see. So we'll be able to do some swapperoo from time to time. So that should be quite a lot of fun. And yeah, what is this thing right here? This thing is oh no, okay, it's just no, it's nonsense. It's nonsense.
Nonsense.
No, cancel. Back here.
Maybe
no, oh, tap here. Yeah, here you go. Anyway, we're figuring out how that works. Okay, aside from that, Laura, for the next 2 minutes, live chat, just all message visible. Here you go. And yeah, for the next few minutes, Laura is going to give me direction to go to the main highway, and then after, we should have plenty of time to chat with you guys.
Yeah, so ask your questions while we're figuring out how to get onto the main highway.
Indeed, and Laura is going to swap from front and back quite regularly, so you have a lot of different things to check out. So here you go. All right, where am I going next?
Well, first you need to get onto this road. Okay. And when you get onto that road, you want to be turning right, which is your side.
Yes. Also, Laura is going to be your main host today because I do not want to look at you guys. I want to make sure that I'm focusing on the driving, making sure. But yeah,
we have Nathan here with us, who's actually based in Toppo. So
Nathan, we're driving to you.
Yeah,
we'll be here soon.
He said, "Hi guys," and then it left.
Yeah, well, you have to be quick when you read the comments, I guess.
Yep. So yep, I'm just going to read the rest after I give Robin the instructions. So we're going to take the next right, which is your side.
Highway. Okay. So yeah, right now we are near the Auckland airport, and we are making our way toward Toppo. So there is a few kind of nooks and crannies to go through, and then after that we should be sweet. Actually, I'm gonna I'm gonna turn it a little bit so I'm not too cut. And yeah, that should be nice.
Yeah.
Who else do we have?
So we have Nathan saying, "Hey, Laura and Robin," and then they disappear after like 2 seconds. And then we have
there you go.
Telmo saying, "Hi guys, how are your friends?" And then so yeah, we're really good. We've just come back. Well, are we allowed to say where we've come back from? We've had a trip.
Yeah, we've had a trip. That's why we had to go to the airport, and now we're back. So you noticed that we were not live for the last couple of weeks, and that's because we were on a work trip, and we'll tell you more about it in the next couple of live sessions, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe throughout this live session right here. What else are people asking?
We also have Nathan saying, "How are you?" How are you, Robin?
We're doing really awesome. I mean, it's going to be a really nice drive. The weather is fantastic. You know, we're going to be live. We're trying something different, right? So we always love when we try some different things. So I feel like we're both quite pumped because trying different things is always very fun.
Yeah.
All right, so we are on the Southwest Motorway right here.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Have a look.
Entry to the motorway here in the beautiful Auckland region. There you go, the Southwest Motorway. Boom! And we are making our way south to Hamilton. You're going to see some sign right above our head right now, which are going to show that one of them will go to Auckland and the other one is going to go south to Hamilton. So we are following the Highway 1 south to Hamilton. And is it the Thermal Highway? Is it or Pacific Coast? No, it's the Thermal Explorer Highway. That's what we're doing. Thermal Explorer Highway. So here you go.
Yeah, so we are on our way. Going south from Auckland is always a good feeling.
Yeah.
Often you see a lot more traffic going into Auckland.
Oh, I'd argue that going north as well is also kind of nice. I mean, you know, like you're going to the beautiful Pahia, Bay of Islands.
Yeah.
Northland is a great region to visit. But right now it's kind of our way to finally, you know, get home. We haven't been home in like almost 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks almost. I've been 3 weeks without being home.
Yeah.
So we're pretty happy to drive back to beautiful Lake Toppo.
Yeah.
And we're going to make a point of arriving right in front of the lake today. So if you stick with us for the whole time, and if the connection stick with us the whole time. Oh, it's a tunnel. I don't know if that's working, but here you go. Yeah, if you guys stick with us for the whole time, you will see the end of the trip, and you see beautiful, majestic, gigantic Lake Toppo. And also we're using our phone right here, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the quality is good enough for the audio and for the yeah, for everything. But yeah.
So you want to be merging onto the highway when you can.
I can't right now. It's a full lane.
It's a full
full
line,
white
yeah.
line. I don't know why. It probably will stop at some point, hopefully. I'm seeing, yeah, now it stops.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to start merging. There we go.
Cool.
What's my next instruction? Am I here for a while?
So we are on State Highway 1 for 7.8 kilometers,
Oh,
and
that's
then we basically stay on State Highway 1. There's one of those things where you basically need to stay on the right-hand side to stay on State Highway 1. So
they love to do that in New Zealand, where the instructions are like turn, but it's basically staying where you are. Just like the road basically, the road basically turns a little bit, and then the GPS is like, oh my gosh, it's a massive turn. Anyway, the weather is fantastic here.
Very sunny,
You just
very
scroll down,
hot.
I think there's
Yeah,
some
I
more
still haven't read this one. So Telmo says, hey, take care. You are on the wrong way of the road. Just kidding.
Yep, we are driving on the left in New Zealand. So, I mean, technically right now I'm on the right lane, just because we are about to turn, as mentioned. Very quotation mark.
Yeah.
Turn right.
Turning to stay on the main highway, State Highway 1. And then he continues to say, cool guys, waiting for the news. So cool, that's our news of where we've been on our trip.
Oh, yeah.
We have Extreme Talauta saying afternoon. Afternoon, Extreme Talauta.
Extreme Talauta, we're going to pass through Tokoroa at some point. So I think the State Highway 1 between Auckland and Toppo, is it going to pass through Tokoroa? I think it does.
It usually does, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll pass through Tokoroa. We'll see your local KFC, your local warehouse. Are the howling statues still up at the moment? So I know they were thinking about replacing them because they're going to be molding. But are they going to still be up when we pass? We shall show you guys. We shall show you.
Switch the screen to the front when we're passing
Look at
through.
that view. I mean, come on, switch the screen. Nah, look at that, people. Look at that. It's such a beautiful weather right here. Oh, I just got to love that.
And this is probably, this is the busiest sort of roads you'll find in New Zealand. It's usually not a lot of highways like this. It's just more in the Auckland area. So yeah, this is quite a rarity in New Zealand, except for going sort of into Wellington, into Auckland, and mildly into Christchurch, but not so much.
Yeah, the traffic right here is quite good for Auckland style. I have to say, there's barely anyone right here on the road, which is quite good. So yeah, still heading south on the Thermal Explorer Highway, and it's the highway number 1. They have all the highways or multiple highway in New Zealand have like a name for tourists.
Yeah,
kind of
scenic
like
route.
Yeah, scenic routes. For example, there's one which is the Pacific Coast Highway. Is there the volcanic something as well?
Well, that's the thermal.
Okay, that's the one.
I think maybe that incorporates the volcanic loop or something. The volcanic one is where it's basically in the center of the North Island. That's seeing like Mount Tongariro and Mount Narahori, basically the Tongariro National Park area. But I thought that was incorporated in the in the thermal loop, which also includes Rotorua. But we actually do have full articles on nzpocketguide.com actually stating where all these sort of scenic routes go if you are interested. For us, we're usually heading somewhere on purpose. So charging stopped. Your phone's temperature is too high. Oh, interesting.
We're gonna have to put some air conditioning over the. Can you make sure that it goes through there?
Yeah.
That's smart. That's smart. The phone is like, I'm cooking right here, mate. I'm cooking.
Okay,
it's too hot.
See if it starts recharging.
Yeah.
Or should I unplug it?
Yeah, maybe unplug it from there and then replug it afterwards. When.
Yeah, your phone feels burning.
Yeah. Make sure you clip it back correctly.
Yeah.
So it doesn't fall. Nice. All right, guys, we're back. Just technical difficulties right here.
Yeah, this is our first actual live session where we've been on the road, so.
Yeah, it's going to start cooling it down quite nicely.
Yeah. Hopefully we can keep our phone cool and it's not overheating while we're driving. It's because it's like it has a metal backing. We usually have a full case on our phones because, the one thing about traveling in New Zealand is that when you're doing a lot of outdoors activities, your phone goes through hell. You don't go through hell, but your phone does. And having a really good case for your phone is it's really important. We've been with people that have had like brand new phones. They just drop it one time if they're like, I don't know, exploring a hike or doing a little bit of caving. I remember actually we were on Rangitoto Island, just outside of Auckland, with a group of people that just arrived in Auckland, and actually just arrived into New Zealand, and we went on the Rangitoto walk where there's a few lava caves that you could go through on your own. And yeah, one of the guys, it fell out of his pocket and completely smashed, and it was like, oh yeah, you definitely need a case for your phone. Yep. But right now we've taken out our phone out of our case. It's got a metal backing, so that's making it quite hot with the sun right now, because New Zealand is having the hottest summer on record this year. It's really, really warm, and yeah, we can see why the phone is overheating. Okay, let's have a look at some more comments.
What the fuck is it? Laura, you pressed on warning.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Don't press on that.
Whoopsie.
Okay, you can go again. Go for the comments. Just don't press on the warning sign.
Yeah. So we have, bear with me guys, we have Nathan saying, did you have a good time on your trip?
We had a fantastic... We are knackered though. We're really, 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 really tired. And we've done really a lot because that was kind of a work trip, so we had to do as much as possible. And so we're really exhausted. We're going to need a couple of days to kind of recover. I think on Sunday for the live session, we'll be back, we'll be fresh. It'll be good, but I think it's going to take us all the way up to Sunday to kind of like recover. And yeah, then we'll be back and we can get back to work. And yeah, we've been really, really exhausted. But we had a fantastic time. How has it been for you in Toppo? By the way, Nathan, so we're driving to you right now. We're driving to Toppo. What's the weather like in Toppo? We kind of want to know right now. It's absolutely fantastic here, and I want to know if, you know... Is
it sunny?
Yeah.
It's not raining. Basically, tell us it's not raining.
If you tell me it's raining, I may consider not, like, you know, derouting and go elsewhere.
Yeah. So for your information, Robin, we are on this highway for 70 kilometers.
Cool, yeah, nice.
I've switched my phone off the directions for a little bit. In about half an hour, I'll put it back on.
That sounds good.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look without touching any of the car parts, what we are doing with the comments here. So we have Ryan.
Hey Ryan.
Ryan saying, "Man, I miss New Zealand."
Yeah, well, so I'm gonna show the view as we read the comments.
Okay.
Just to show you those amazing views as we're leaving Auckland. It's kind of cool. Every time we take a little bit of height, we get to see a few extra things. What is somebody else saying?
Yeah.
Can you tap here to get the comments?
Yeah.
More on the side. Yeah, here.
Okay.
Let's go through. We're going through a bunch of cars. I know you guys can't see us, but we thought you may enjoy the view.
Yeah. So we also have Telmo saying, "Laura, you are so serious. Smile to us." I think that was Telmo. Sorry, I can't read all the names. Yeah, I'm trying to multitask, which I'm actually not so great at multitasking. But
you'll be good now. She's pretty good at multitasking for like short period of time. So she's sending us a short right here. She will be awesome. Although right now we're just going straight for a long time, so she'll be sweet.
We have Extreme Talauta saying, "Always up, guys."
Okay. So you say always up for the howling statues,
yeah. Then we have Telmo saying, "Wow, the sky is just like the Simpsons."
Yeah.
Opening, very blue, and the clouds very white. Amazing.
That is so funny. That is actually so funny.
Yeah, it looks really funny.
La 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 la. We can't sing more because YouTube copyrights. You actually can't even sing stuff now. It's ridiculous.
We have Ryan again saying, where are they headed?
So we are heading toward the town of Toppo. Do you want to swap back the camera a little bit now? We'll show you guys our faces for a little bit, and then we keep on swapping around all the time. So we are heading back to the town of Toppo. So it's on the shore of New Zealand's largest lake, basically in the center of the north end of New Zealand. And yeah, the New Zealand largest lake is called Lake Toppo, and it's a fantastic place to spend some time in. And we live nearby there, so that's why we decided to, you know, drive that way, because we came back from a trip, and yeah, we go from the airport back to Toppo. Who else is asking what?
Who else have we got? We have
Oh, I see some emojis. I saw on the corner of my eyes.
I think
so
that's
emojis.
hidden hammer.
Ah, hidden hammer. How are you
Yeah.
doing? How's it going for you in Northland, mate?
We're saying hello team and lots of cool emojis, including his classic ninja punching emoji. So that's cool.
I appreciate the comment, by the way, on the post on the community on YouTube. I appreciate the fact that you commented and you thought that was cool and you said you were showing up. So I appreciate that, mate. You know, it's always cool when people actually comment to things that we do. Sometimes, you know, yeah, we don't have that many people commenting. You know, the channel is pretty small, so any comments and everything, I always appreciate it. I always appreciate it.
We also had Reg saying, yo, when are the NZ borders opening?
Oh man, what a question. What a question. So the New Zealand government announced a 3-stage plan to reopen the borders to international travelers, and we covered that quite extensively on the channel. However, they haven't announced an end to the self-isolation mandate. So no matter which stage you are on right now, you will still have to self-isolate at your own cost for 7 days. And so that's kind of a bit of a killer for a lot of people wanting to come to New Zealand. And the New Zealand government basically hasn't given us a date for when they're going to stop that. And since we think that it's a bit of a tourism killer, speaking of tourism, there is an amazing camper van right in front of us. I just want to point that out. He has like all kitted out with mountain bikes and everything. Anyway, so yes, that's a bit of a tourism killer. So yeah, at this stage right now, we don't know when that's happening and when they're going to remove the self-isolation. But there is multiple stages. It's not 3 stages actually, so it's 5 stages. But we only have 3 stages left now. So yeah, if you want to watch our video about that, you're more than welcome to check that out. We will also do a bit of an update on Sunday when we get back to the live sessions. We're going to go over what are the news, but there is, in all honesty, there is no amazing news. There's an announcement coming today, but I don't know if that's going to cover too much the border. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see for now.
We also had a comment from Hidden Hammock saying, this is so Kiwi. I guess doing a road trip and doing a live session at the same time.
yeah, I feel like this is the Kiwi way to do a live session. We should do that more often.
Yeah. The phone seems to start cooling down now, so we might be able to charge very soon. In the meantime, let's have a look what other comments we have. We have Reg again saying, good to see you guys. You both look great.
Oh, thank you very
Reg.
much. That's that. You know what, Reg? Although I don't see you, I actually think you look good because, you know, in the inside, you took the time to go on the internet and say something nice to random people. And I have to say, this is a rarity nowadays. Everybody's being so nasty on the internet. So I really appreciate that, and I think that you look good too, because you're beautiful in the inside. Here you go. Next time you try to unplug the phone, just unplug it from here. It's just easier.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so like I don't have to do that again.
Good.
I think, yeah.
Good idea.
Good idea. I'm an ID man, guys. I'm an ID man. Okay, who else is commenting?
Nathan is informing us that Toppo is nice and sunny with clouds. So maybe pretty much the same.
So pretty much the same now.
Here.
Show them the sky.
So
like
just flip the
So
screen.
Nathan, is it kind of like if you look up right now, is it looking like this? Is it looking like the Simpson credit opening? If it does, then that means we're on the right track.
We have Extreme Talauta saying this is the first time seeing NZ Pocket Guide road trip for sure.
Yeah, that's our first time making it, so you know that's the first time we decided, you know what, we'll do a live session as we drive. And so far I'm enjoying it quite thoroughly, so we may actually do that again.
Yeah, it's quite enjoyable to do this.
Yeah, except you can't read nothing.
Except for I'm having a hard time reading.
Just scroll down and make the brightest light higher.
Okay, I thought it would have already been fully.
No, I haven't done
Okay, bear with me guys, just look at the road while I am setting up some more settings for our live session just now. I see, the thing I'm struggling with is seeing your guys' names. Oh, beveled edges.
Don't worry about it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's fine.
I nearly had it. There we go.
Yeah, put the right drop down again. On top. Yeah, here you go.
There we go. We might be able to see a bit better.
Yeah, stop the blue. No. The blue light filter. If you remove the blue light filter as well, it's going to be brighter. Blue light filter, this one here. There you go. That should help.
Okay, we'll see how that goes.
And the power saving? Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Anyway, it's all good. Well, you see already better. I can see already it's better.
Okay. We have Victoria.
Hey, Victoria, how are you doing?
Saying, nice thing to watch while working from home. Looking forward to also escaping Auckland to Marlborough in a week's time.
Oh, nice. How are you going to make your way to Marlborough? Because that's a little further than Toppo. Are you flying over there, or are you doing like literally one of the longest road trip available?
That's a long trip.
Yeah. No, I think I'm betting that Victoria. In fact, I'm going to call you Vicky. I'm betting that Vicky is going to be driving over there. What are you doing? Working from home, watching our videos. How's that productivity going?
Doesn't sound like working, but to be fair, we also do that a lot. We watch a lot of videos while we're working.
Yeah,
sometimes.
we always have like a video in the background. Okay,
So,
I'm going to have to pass. I'm going to have to overtake a couple of trucks as we're going uphill.
yes.
Yeah, what's going on in the live chat right now?
We also have Telmo saying, multitasking Laura, our genius friend.
Yeah, that's right. Can we get some emojis, some like, some subscribe for Laura? Come on.
For my multitasking
I know.
ability.
She's like sorting everything out. She's swapping from like viewpoints and us and everything. I mean, she's awesome.
On our usual live sessions, Robin is in charge of all the screens, and
Pretty much everything,
he
yeah.
has two. Usually, he has two monitors to look at, and I have a monitor to look at the comments, so I can read the comments from you guys really easily. And then, Robin's doing lots of things on the side, as you see from our other live sessions we do on a Sunday. There's, you can usually see the comments on the side, and Robin's putting up maps sometimes. So, yeah, Robin's usually the one doing tons of multitasking. But to be fair, Robin is still doing multitasking right now. He is driving. He is getting us safely from Auckland to Toppo, and now I'm in charge of one monitor on a phone, and
Yeah, but you have to do the editing, the NZ, you are editor producer of the NZ Travel Guide NZ Pocket Guide road trip show. So that's quite the title.
Well,
anyway, what else are people saying?
I feel very honoured.
Anyway, don't forget to hit like to reward Laura's hard work. That's pretty awesome what she's doing right now. So yeah, that'd be really nice.
We have Hidden Hammock saying, it's a beautiful day in Northland. What are you going to do in Toppo? Are you going to the aeroplane McDonald's?
Well, if we feel peckish, we may stop over there. So we live nearby Toppo, so that's why we're going over there. So what we're going to be doing, honestly, and that's going to blow your mind, we're going to go take a nap really quickly because we're really tired. So we're probably going to be going resting a little bit. We have all the bags over there to unpack. We have about 1 million laundries. Like all those bags are full of dirty clothes because we were gone for like 2.5 weeks. So yeah, we're just going to do a lot of boring things, and then basically life will get back to normal probably early next week. So it's just that. But while in Toppo, we're going to be stopping quickly and go see a mate of ours just for like about an hour, just breaking off the drive a little bit. And yeah, that's basically it. Nothing too amazing. What else is happening on the live chat?
So we have Nathan saying, it's like that, about the weather being blue skies like here. We have Abdul saying hi from Brunei.
Hey Brunei, hey Abdul, how's it going for you in Brunei?
And says, nice to see the blue skies there.
Nice. How is? I guess in Brunei it's always hot anyway. Brunei is like the Indonesia, right? So it's always hot, nice hot weather. So I bet you have a nice blue sky of your own.
We also have Reg saying, well, thanks for the update, guys. Have a safe road trip. Cheers. And
hey, you're welcome. Swap. There's going to be some nice views right here because we're going down here. Every time we go down here, we need to swap.
Yeah.
So like that, you guys going to see. Oh, look at this view over there. As far as the eye can see, some New Zealand landscape. It's not the wildest just yet, but we'll get some nice wild foresty landscape a little bit later. But right now it's quite cool.
Yeah, usually leaving Auckland, you start to see a lot of rolling hills. And because it's been summer in the southern hemisphere in New Zealand, usually the grass is usually a lot greener here, but they may have lost tree.
We're back live.
We're back.
Hey, that may happen multiple times as we try to be live for an entire 3 hours as driving around. So yeah, that's gonna go on and off and on and off. But we have 12 of you guys watching, 7 likes. What about we even that? There's 5 of you guys that haven't hit the like button just yet. Come on, do us a solid and hit that button. What are the other comments, Laura, that we're missing?
We also have Telmo saying, Laura, multitasking girl asks for a multiple wage. Robin must raise your salary.
Yep. She's going to get 2 bananas instead of 1.
Don't worry, Robin is not in charge of my salary. I have no salary. No, I'm joking. We are a team, so yeah. We're nice and even here at NZ Pocket Guide. Equality is our
motto.
Should
we swap the
we
camera
love
now?
Everybody. All right, swapping back to us. Apologies for my finger going in front of the camera every 2 seconds, guys.
Yeah. If someone wants to hack Laura's digital print, that would be quite easy.
Yeah. Victoria says, I'll be driving going via Toppo and
nice.
Wellington and then via the ferry. So a bit of a roadie too. And watching actually helps with productivity. Oh, that's good.
So you're going to be going with somebody else, I'm guessing, if you do a roadie. And so what I want to know from you, Victoria, is first up who you're going with for that trip to Marlborough. But also what I want to know is that what are your favorite road trip snacks? We had big debates with Laura on what kind of snacks we should have, and we did snack a lot, so we went for something super healthy, and Laura showed them what snacks we have. So we have bananas and we have nut bars. So that is kind of how boring our snacks are right now, just because we were very unhealthy for 2.5 weeks. But yeah, what are your favorite snacks? Usually I do love to have some gummy bears. For example, I'm really a big fan of that because they're nice and chewy, and also that they're not messy. And I don't usually like snacks which are too chocolatey because it gets really hot. As you saw, even the phone was like overheating.
Yeah.
So because it gets really hot, usually. Sorry, I'm just passing a big truck when I'm focusing on what I'm doing. What was I saying? Yeah, because it's usually really hard. The chocolate melts, and it's as you drive, because I'm usually always a driver.
Winter snack.
Yeah,
chocolate.
And because I'm always a driver, when I pick it up, I need to be able to eat it super fast, right? Like usually Laura kind of open the wrapper for me and just give me those things, and you'll see that happen in about an hour. I'll be like snacky.
We'll be doing a live feed for you guys. Literally a different definition for the word feed. For you guys. as soon as we start feeling peckish.
Yeah.
We did have a little bit of food before we hit the road, so we should be okay for a little bit. But we've got a couple of more hours to kill.
I would like to thank everybody that hit the like button. We have 11 viewers, 11 likes. That is the thing I want to see.
Thanks,
I love
guys.
that. I love that.
You're the best.
Laura, can you make sure that you doesn't mind me?
Jeez.
Yeah,
facing. Okay, cool. Let's see what we have. Who else we have on the live chat? We have Extreme Talauta saying, I used to travel to and from Auckland. That's still quite a drive from Tokoroa.
Well, you were not doing that daily, were you? No, that is an insane commute. No, you wouldn't do that. So just to give you some context, guys, I'd say it's about 2
hours?
Yeah, an hour and 45 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
2 hours, maybe.
That's quite long, depending how far you go in Auckland as well.
Yeah.
What we did cheat a little bit for you guys. We drove like outside of Auckland already before getting on the live session. We went to do a couple of errands, and then we were like in the parking lot of like a hardware store, just like super close to the highway. We did set up the live session, and then we went on driving, just because we just didn't want to have to go through all the traffic, and it's kind of like it's not that fun. So yeah, we did cheat a little bit.
All right. We have Telmo saying, 2 monitors, Robin. Fast thinking. Is that the reason you speak so fast? Lol, kidding, my friend, just kidding.
Yeah, so what do you say?
You've used 2 gigabytes of data.
Wow, there you go. Oh, that's in a month though, so that's fine.
We've just given ourselves a bundle for our data for doing this live session. We just did a quick bundle of unlimited data for, how much was it?
4 hours, $2. That's pretty good. So basically I just spent $2 and I have 4 hours of unlimited data, and so that's why we decided to do this live session. I think that was quite cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no, usually I have 2 monitors on the live session, so remind me if you watch the next live session, Telmo, like on Sunday, and remind me, and I can take the other camera and I can show you, I can give you a bit of a tour, during the live session of what the studio looks like. But yeah, since we launched on Patreon, we have about, I think there's 10 people. Yeah, there's 10 because we got a new guy called Jaro, which is on board now. Whoop whoop, Jaro! And so yeah, so we now have 10 Patreons, and they're all giving a little bit of money every month, like $5 a month or something like that. And that allows us to be able to invest a little bit in getting better, better basically gears to do the live session better. So now we have like 2 screens, and that's why we have like all those, I can change so many different screens, I can show the map and everything. So I'll be able to set all of that up thanks to the Patreons. And so yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, that's why we have two screens. But to be fair, Laura and I both in the office in our computers, we both have two screens as well.
Yeah.
Because it's just so much handier. You know, we store on one screen, we store like all the information that we will need later, and then we just need to turn our head, and then we have one screen on which we work most. And I'm pretty sure that's what Victoria is doing right now.
Yeah, I was
going to
say, what Robin usually does is he has a video on one screen.
And, no, it's on a quarter of one screen.
On a quarter of one screen.
Because I divide my screen in four every time.
Yeah,
so.
and then he's doing his main work on his main screen.
Yeah.
I'm usually listening to music when I'm working because I usually do writing for all our travel guides. And it's hard to write and listen to people talking or words and stuff, you know, while doing that. So I usually listen to music and instrumental music, so it's not too distracting. Indeed. We have Hidden Hammock and Nathan giving us lots of thumbs up.
Nice. I like all those thumbs up. 13 likes, 11 viewers. How does that work? That makes no sense. I like it.
Thanks for dropping by and giving us some likes, guys, at least. So Anthony says, Morena from Rodeo, California.
Hey Anthony, how are you doing? Anthony, I was literally just talking about Patreon, and Anthony is one of our lovely Patreon. And then you get access to a lot of perks. So Anthony knows where we were going because I did literally a more than a daily vlog. I was like going on we have a secret Facebook group on which we publish content quite regularly. And Anthony, I think I was posting about almost twice a day, and I was doing a quick video. I wasn't sure what access to internet we would have where we're going. So I did prepare extra posts and everything. So it ended up being like our busiest month ever on the Facebook group, which was quite cool. But yeah, we finally made it back, and yeah, Anthony's one of our awesome Patreons, so whoop whoop Anthony.
Woo-hoo. Anthony continued, he had actually more to say than just Morena from Rodeo, California. He said, be safe. I heard the Omicron cases are getting a lot worse. They've had over 5,000 today in New Zealand.
Wow. I haven't looked at the news. Oh, there's a beautiful pink truck right in front of us. We'll swap a little bit so you guys can see. I don't know if... did you see the pink truck? Yeah, here you go.
Pink truck.
Anyway, yeah, Anthony, we haven't really looked at the news too much. There's a couple of pieces of news that we want to cover on Sunday for sure. But yeah, Omicron is going a little bit crazy here in New Zealand. So hopefully we'll be safe ourselves. We obviously take big care, making sure that, we wear our masks all the time. In fact, we have our mask literally just right here. So yeah, we've been really careful, and also because we were in the international airport for a little bit as well, it's kind of like obviously a place where you want to be a little extra careful. So yeah, we will be safe. But yeah, it really looks like in New Zealand we have a lot of cases, and some cases of stupidity as well. So a lot of different cases.
That's nothing to do with COVID though.
Actually, there is.
We have Mrs. M saying.
Oh, Mrs. M. That's mysterious.
M saying,
what's going on, Mrs. M?
Oh, home. So wish to be there right now. Thanks for sharing.
Oh, nice.
You're welcome, Mrs. M.
Welcome, Mrs. M. I like how mysterious those kind of names sound. Oh, usually during every single one of our live sessions, I actually give an award for the best nickname. Wow. I think Mrs. M is getting my award today.
Ooh, congratulations.
Mrs. M. All right, yeah, you get my award of the best nickname today.
And just so you know that the award is never a physical trophy or anything, it's just us saying
you get an award. Yeah, so Mrs. M, just so you know for context, because I don't think you've ever joined one of our live sessions, I think you're new here. So for context, we do a live session every single Sunday at 8 a.m. New Zealand time, and we answer people's questions about traveling in New Zealand. And usually we get therefore a lot of questions. Oh wow, that's
Sorry,
a
guys.
big Laura's finger.
I saw that the camera was the phone was starting to shimmy to the side a little bit too much. I was like, oh, that's gonna fall if we don't keep an eye on that.
So yeah, so anyway, during the questions and everything, I usually give an award to somebody that has a fun nickname. So here you go, Mrs. M. And that's the first time that we're doing one of those live sessions. And yeah, so you're missing home. I guess you're from New Zealand. In a few seconds, we're going to swap the camera and we'll show you even more of the New Zealand landscape. We're just going to clear. There's a bunch of building in front, so it's not as nice. And once we clear those buildings, we'll show you some more New Zealand landscape as we keep on reading all the comments. Yeah. What's next?
Well, next we have Heshan, one of our other regulars.
Hey, how are you doing, mate?
Says, hello guys, with a smiley face. We have Amjad saying,
Hey.
Kia ora, guys. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Amjad. How are you doing?
We have Victoria again saying, it's going to be a longer roadie, but sorry, it's a bit wobbly, guys, but I'll be meeting my sister when I get to Picton.
Oh, yeah.
Then do the Queen Charlotte track. Snack.
Oh.
And about snacks, I'm usually unhealthy and just get some gummy lollies.
Yeah, you're my girl, Victoria. Here you go.
Yeah. Oh, the Queen Charlotte track will be really awesome.
Are you biking it or doing mountain biking for the Queen Charlotte? Because you can do both, right? So
you do, hiking or mountain biking.
Yes. So are you hiking or mountain biking? Yeah. Which one are you doing? Also, gummy bears, good on you. Laura forbade me to get gummy bears this time around, so I'm very upset. So I think I should start a fundraiser. Help Robin get more gummy bears because Laura is mean.
Well, why would you want gummy bears when you've got a nice, healthy banana that doesn't have any plastic packaging? It can just disintegrate with the wind. Actually, this is really good for composting. What's not to love?
There you go. What am I supposed to say to that, right? I know she's right.
I know.
I just hate her for being right.
I will happily ruin everyone's road trips with my conservation efforts, but never mind.
And
Bananas
she's right.
Are good.
And I'm happy to go with you.
Apples are good too.
Just giving some sass.
But I mean, occasionally, and we're not going to lie, we do get the occasional bag of lollies. So just for people that are outside of New Zealand, lollies in New Zealand basically means like gummy sweets or
like gummy bears, like those little teddy bear which are squishy. That's what she means. Yeah.
And like in the US, you might know it more as like candy. In the UK, we just call them sweets. So yeah, in New Zealand, they call those things lollies. Just so you know, when people say lollies, that's what they're referring to, and not like the lollipops.
Nice. Okay, as we read the next comment, we're also going to swap to show you some view. Mrs. M was wanting to see some beautiful views of New Zealand. I'm just passing a truck right now, but look at that. Mrs. M, this is home. Mrs. M, this is home. I like it. What's the next comment?
We have Telmo saying, I also like to use two monitors, one to work, the smallest, and a larger one to watch NZ Pocket Guide.
Oh, here you go.
You charmer. You do charm us.
He's just here to charm us.
Yes.
All right, what's the next comment?
We have Nathan. When did you get back from your trip? What time did you get back to Auckland Airport? That was actually yesterday, last night. So we got back around 6 p.m. last night. You're not checking which flights they were you?
Yeah, no. So we came back last night, and actually that was I don't know. Anyway, we came back last night, and then we went to some of Laura's friends. No, leave it up. We have the good view coming up.
Okay, sorry, I thought we were going uphill, so it wasn't as exciting.
Yeah, but right now we're about to go downhill. It's gonna be nice. Look at that view. I mean, come on. Who wants to look at our faces when we have that?
Yeah, I know. Our faces kind of ruin this live session.
I know. Anyway, so we came back quite late last night, so by like 5 or 6, late-ish, And then we did a bit of errands, and then we went to actually stay with some of Laura's friends for the night, just because we didn't feel like driving all the way back down, on the same day, right? Like when you do a flight, when you do an international flight, and then you arrive back in Auckland. All the paperwork at the airport and everything. The last thing you want to do is to do a 3 to 4 hour drive. That's the last thing you want to do. So for this reason, we stayed at Laura's friends, which were kind enough to host us. I made them crepe this morning to say thank you. But I have to say, the best thing that we ate was a key lime pie that they made for us when we arrived. So, good job on trying to stay healthy right here.
Yeah.
And then after that, we spent the night with them. This morning I made them crepes, and then boom, here we go. Oh, we did a couple of work things, couple of errands, and then bam, we're driving. Now we can swap to our faces.
And also, it's always stay fresh and make sure that you're not too tired when you're on the road. Especially when you're coming from overseas and you're crossing time zones, which is going to be the case for a lot of people coming to New Zealand. New Zealand has a very weird time zone compared to the most countries in the world. It always feels like, you do feel a bit jet lagged when you come here. So it is always a good idea if you do have the time to actually have a rest in Auckland before heading off. But if you don't have the time, then just just do a short drive away from Auckland and find somewhere pretty, usually like, for instance, like the Coromandel is a good place that's not too far away from Auckland, and you can rest up there for the evening, because yeah, you don't want to be too tired on the road. It's not safe.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. We have Mrs. M giving us a love heart emoji.
Oh, she knows what we like. So Mrs. M, just so you know, again, I'm suspecting that's the first time you're showing up to one of our live sessions. Tell me if I'm guessing wrong, right? But we're really into emojis. So any comment that comes with emojis, we're always very keen to read it quickly and everything. So we always like random emojis as well. Some emojis that people never think about and everything. We're really into emojis.
We do like the pretty pictures.
Yes.
And then we have Victoria.
Swap.
Sorry. Let's do the view. We have Victoria saying hiking the Queen Charlotte, but also, sorry, it's a bit wobbly, but also going luxury by staying at the hotels along the track.
Oh, Victoria.
There are some pretty good accommodations along the Queen Charlotte track.
There are some really fancy ones, and some of them make really mean food. Like some of them will actually treat you some really, really good food. So it's a good way to do a rather long walk, but without having to eat like those freeze-dried packs all the time. Like those things.
Those like dehydrated packs.
Yeah, those things they really taste awful. They're like this is the chicken blah blah blah, chicken masala or whatever. Just add water to it, check the pack, and then eat it. It tastes awful. But so even those premium like hiking packs are not amazing. So
Queen Charlotte track, you have a choice of staying at some of the, usually like they have nice waterfront lodges and resorts. They say they're kind of resorts, but they're like small resorts. And so they have that as a choice, but there are also some Department of Conservation campsites on the track as well. So if you want to go budget, carry a tent the whole way.
The rangers are here, people. The rangers are here.
We have mountains in the distance. I don't know if you guys can see that.
I think you can.
Yes.
I believe in you guys. Just squint really hard and you can see the mountains in the background.
So there's some mountain ranges that, if I'm correct, they're separating kind of the Waikato region, and over there is, behind those mountains is Tauranga, which is in the Bay of Plenty region. So we are sticking to the Waikato region on our way down to lovely Lake Toppo.
There you go. We are 48 kilometers away from Hamilton, guys. I don't know if you saw the sign, but here you go. We are, just to give you some ideas, if you guys are tracking us on the map, we are going south from Auckland, and we are 48 kilometers away from Hamilton on State Highway number 1.
We have more comments. So we have Amjad saying, I'm good, mate, thanks. What are the most usable kind of cars in New Zealand? And how much does it cost? The most usable kind of cars?
Well, I mean, it really depends on what you want to do with, right? But we find that being on an island in New Zealand, right, one of the biggest friction points, basically, between car owners and cars, cars themselves, are the fact that you need to sometimes get spare parts for your car, right? Because something gets broken or something like that, right? And so I find like Toyota, for example, is such a popular brand of car that you always can find somewhere nearby, some spare parts, right? So that's usually what people will usually buy. That would be a Toyota. Now, when it comes to what kind of cars, it really depends. Like if you want some rooms, you get a Camry or Yaris or something like that. No, Yaris is a smaller one. What's the other larger one? Aventis, for example, it's quite a large one.
Corolla.
Corolla. Yeah, that's the one I was looking for. Yeah, so the Corolla, you get plenty of them. But then if you want to get something which is actually, Liti, this car can pass us. Can you swap around? I'm gonna get behind. And so this one here is this type of car right here. Just I'm following right now. So this is from an electrician, right? It says on it, but that's a Toyota Hiace. That is literally the #1 type of minibus and camper van that we find in New Zealand. This very model right here. Every camper van company will do that. They will add a bump top on top of it in order to give you some more room to sleep, and then we refit all the inside with with toilets as well as a small kitchen and beds and everything you need basically for a road trip. So this Toyota Hiace, if you're planning on traveling in a kind of a smaller-ish camper van in New Zealand, that's kind of like basically the base for traveling in New Zealand. We're also passing on our truck. This is a milk truck from Fonterra. New Zealand is a big dairy country right here, and so there's a lot of milk being produced in New Zealand. So you'll see a lot of those milk trucks right here that we just passed. They all look kind of pretty. And also another thing that we're going to be seeing right here on the side is a big camper van. So if you see on the left lane right now, there's a big camper van. We're going to try to pass it so you guys can get to see it a little bit more. So those are the other type of vehicle which are quite popular for people traveling around New Zealand. So they're big, large RV. So this one is from a brand called Maui. They're probably some of the most luxury and some of the most well kitted out camper vans in the country. They obviously come with quite a large price. And if you squint really, really hard above the right brake light of the camper van, you can see a blue stickers that show you that this is self-contained. That means that you can do freedom camping. But as you can see, this RV is quite large right here, and you can fit up to, well, they say up to 6 people, but honestly, it's basically the good way to store at least 4 adults in a comfortable way.
Yeah.
So here you go, guys. Now you can see behind me the camper van. So here you go. I showed you a couple of extra things along the way. That was fun. Did you guys like that? Hopefully we get some more of those.
More stuff happening, so we can
more
show
stuff
you.
So I can show them to you.
Talk. This is actually a lot more fun than speaking through our live session that we usually do on a Sunday where we're in the same room.
It depends. There's a lot of people asking questions during the live session, so I kind of enjoy it too.
There's more people asking questions because that's our regularly scheduled live session that everybody sort of knows is happening. This is very spontaneous.
I decided last night, by the way.
Yeah.
Nora was like, "Are you sure we can do that? I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know if we're going to have the network and this and that." So far, we only had like one small deconnection. That was all right.
Yeah.
That was okay. What else do we have as comments? Sorry, I did go in random spiel right here because your question chat just got me started and I kept on going.
Okay, we have Telmo saying, "Guys, drive safely. Robin, slow down your speed. You're too fast. I will leave you in peace. When you were finishing, I'll come back to say bye-bye."
Oh.
Okay.
Well, actually, the speed limit here in New Zealand is 100 kilometers an hour in there, and so yeah, I tend to be, usually people pass me because I tend to drive too slow, so I've been driving at between 90 and 100 for the whole time, so I've been doing okay, but yeah, a lot of people speed in New Zealand, that's not great, but so far I've been doing quite good indeed. Who else is asking questions? Or are we at the bottom right now?
Well, no, we still have some more coming in. I think it's it says Katja. It just says VOR red.
Oh, that's one of the spam.
Yeah.
Go away, spam. We don't care.
Moving on to some better questions, we have Hafez saying.
Hafez, how are you doing, Hafez?
We're saying for the working holiday visa, first we have to reach New Zealand and then find work. Does it work like that?
Yes, that's basically what it is. So you need to get yourself the visa. You need to first get yourself the visa, then get to New Zealand. Then you need to get an IRD number and a New Zealand bank account. So IRD number is basically the number you need to pay taxes, and the New Zealand bank account is what you need to receive your money. And then once you do that, then the best way is to get started for to look for a job then. But unless you have all that, employers are much less likely to want to employ you, just because they need you to have done all the proper steps. So get the working holiday visa. Description of this video. Hopefully, I don't know what's on this description because my phone didn't let me change the description, so I have no idea what it is. But yeah, so you go on there. Oh, the views are amazing. Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow, I'm enjoying it. So yeah, so you go on nzpocketguy.com. So hopefully there's a link in the description, and then you're going to click on work in New Zealand, and then on working holiday visa you get plenty of tips to get your visa, and then on job search there's plenty of tips to job search, and yeah, there's many tips for you. So we basically done all the work for you. You just have to follow our advice and follow our tips, and you should be good to go. I mean, that view. Sorry, Hafez. I mean, I know you want to talk about working holiday visa, but look at that view. I love where I'm driving right now, guys. This is phenomenal landscape right here. Look at this lush New Zealand landscape. All the parts which are found right now, they're all golden because there's been a big drought. I mean, wow, I am loving life right
Yeah,
here.
yeah, pumped by the
I
drought.
know, it's kind of like, guys, life is happening right here. So yeah, 105 kilometers an hour right here, because I was just too excited. My feet got a bit heavy. Anyway, moving on. Let's show you back our faces.
Yeah, for anyone that is maybe just joining us and stuff, I just want to say about the roads here in New Zealand. This road that we're on right now is a very different road to what you'll find in the rest of New Zealand. Here we are on a proper motorway with 2 lanes, but most of the highways in New Zealand are actually 1 lane, and the only way that you can really safely overtake someone is on passing lanes, or, well, some people just, you know, when they see that nothing is coming from the other side, or even sometimes when they don't see someone is coming from the other side, they overtake you and stuff. So
yeah, it's not fun to drive on the highway. Some people are really nuts. Like, as I mentioned, I'm always too slow. So yeah. So just so you guys know, like, I know that most of this drive so far has been on like this really big highway, but I'm also knowing that most of New Zealand is actually not like this road, so I'm kind of thinking, like, I don't want people to get the wrong impression of what all the roads are like. They get to see some other roads at some point.
You will later
but yeah,
on.
To be fair, this stretch of New Zealand that we're doing, Auckland to Toppo, is probably the best roads. That's probably going to be, like, we're going to have just good roads for the whole time. I think anytime you stray off a little bit, then it's a little trickier.
Yeah. So I just wanted to say that for you guys.
17 likes. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for hitting the like button. There you go. Is everybody back? No, nobody's here no more. There's only 6 people left. Here you go. So yeah, we may disconnect from time to time, guys, because we. So yeah, we reconnected. So always try to reconnect. So keep your tab open and browse elsewhere when you guys realize that we're gone. Make sure you keep the tab open, because we will keep on playing on click on try, and we're gonna have a couple of disconnection. Anyway, if you're new joining us, I
was just gonna say with Robin and
Kiwi Mobile.
Don't prove that I'm.
Yeah, guys. Okay, so quick recap for everybody that is joining. Still like on and off and on and off and on and off. We are doing a road trip. We are going from all the way to beautiful Great Lake Toppo, and we're trying to film all the way. There are some dark patches with no internet around along the way. We are going to power through those dark patches. So if you see that we're disconnecting, keep that tab open and keep on browsing elsewhere if you want to. But we will come back every time for the next. Well, there's about like
2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah, 2 hours and 10 minutes days left of this drive. We will still come back every time as soon as we get internet. So when we drop off, we probably only will drop off for about like a minute at the most, right? Like just what has happened now. Anyway, so yeah, so what we're doing right here is driving from beautiful Auckland Airport. I don't know if it's that beautiful, but it's Auckland Airport, to very beautiful Lake Toppo. And in fact, Toppo has been named New Zealand's most beautiful town or something like that recently. So here you go, we're taking you to New Zealand's most beautiful town, which is always kind of a cool motto to have. I'm gonna exit right now because we're gonna swap actually. Can you stop the lane? So I'm gonna exit the highway right now, as we are going to try to bypass the town of Hamilton. We don't want to be filming all around town. We want to show you some of the beautiful stunning sceneries, and Laura is going to focus a little bit on giving us some direction, and then we'll get back to reading all the comments. As you know, we always read all the comments together, and yeah, there is some comments to be read very soon. Cool. Right. Here for how long?
13 kilometers until we turn, but it's staying on the same highway. Right. But I'll let you know.
Should we catch up on some of the comments? We're going to go a little bit quick so we can catch up on everybody. There is 9 of you guys watching live right now, so that's pretty awesome. And there's 18 likes on the video, so there's twice more likes than people watching. That sounds like a good ratio. We are twice better than what people give us credit for.
We have Anthony saying, do they have any Subarus over there? They certainly do. Subaru is it's kind of popular in New Zealand, and like they sponsor some of the ski fields and stuff. Yeah. So I know that like some of the ski fields, like Mount Ruapehu in the North Island, they have like Subaru days. So if anyone owns a Subaru, they get like a discount at the cafe or something. You know, like so Subaru.
Look at the cows.
Oh. popular but not really popular. Next comment, we have Hafiz saying, I want to apply for an NZ holiday work visa, and I have completed the whole application. But in the portal, it says select the quarantine-free travel zone country you're currently in when you submit your application.
Yeah.
This has two options, only one, Cook Islands, and two, Niue.
Yeah.
But I am applying from Germany, and that is not showing in the option. Should I wait until Germany shows up?
Yes, you have to wait until Germany shows up. The working holiday visa will be open soon for all those countries, but we don't have a date just yet. So yeah, you've done it all. You just need to wait that you can select your own country, Germany. Obviously, do not click on the country which is not yours. But yeah, head to nzpocketguide.com. We go through all those details on the site and everything. That should be helpful to you. All right, we're going to show you our faces for a little bit, and then we'll get back to showing you some more countryside of New Zealand, because that's pretty cool.
And Hafiz also says, I love your energy whenever you talk about NZ. NZ is heaven for sure.
Yeah, mate. Shouldn't go on the countryside, should we? Sorry for dropping off. Anyway, yeah, we'll talk to Craig later. Sorry, we're getting... if you join us on Patreon, you actually get a secret Facebook group where you can hang out with us. We put a lot in there as well, and a lot of content altogether. And you can hang out with some awesome people like Anthony, which is in the live chat right now. Cool times.
Nathan was saying, I think you should do this more often.
Oh yeah?
I think we should as well.
Yeah, it's quite cool. I really don't mind doing it again. Should we swap back to the front while
we are starting to pass a few farms and stuff. So there's a few cows along the way.
And everybody knows cows are the best. So
so if you want to see some cows, hopefully we'll see some more soon for you guys. But in the meantime, we have Extreme Taluta saying, see yous on Sunday, guys.
Oh yes, see you on Sunday,
we'll
mate.
See you on Sunday. It'll be good to get back to our regular Sunday live session, which we do every single Sunday at 8 a.m. New Zealand time. And that is our NZ Travel Show, where we answer all your questions to do with traveling in New Zealand. Whether you are opening really, really soon.
All right, moving on. What's the next question or the next comment?
Telmo says, is replying to Hafiz, saying, yeah, my friend, I have to agree with you. They do have that much energy, and at the same time are so kind and
now you guys gonna make us blush.
And attention to us. I had to come back to agree, lol. Nice. And then Telmo says freeze with a question mark, and then Jonathan said frozen here too. Telmo was like, just Telmo here. And then Toppo was like, there was a bit of a conversation basically when we had
yeah, just keep that going, keep going with the comments, yeah, because we're like really behind right now, so
okay,
let's go over some of the comments. Boom, the question.
Anthony was saying, I don't know if you said anything about that, but do you guys have any Subaru vehicles in the country? Yeah, we went over that. Jonathan said, greetings Telmo, I am in New Zealand. And Hafiz says, guys, can you apply again? Your internet froze and we don't know what you told us. We'll go through that just after we've read the comments.
Hafiz just asked the question again of what you wanted us to reply, because we feel like we did reply multiple times. So let us know which one is the one that we didn't reply to, please.
Yeah.
Move on.
Jonathan, Telmo said, Jonathan, I'm on the other side. Well, Jonathan and Telmo are speaking together. I'm talking about Subarus. Then we have Tasha saying hello.
Hey Tasha, how are you doing?
Saying hello. Looks like you're streaming from inside the Matrix.
I guess some of the connection is not good, but I hope it's reconnected and it's correct right now. Tell us if the feed is good right now. Laura is going to keep on going through the comments.
Jonathan says, hi Robin and Laura, how are you? And says, I have a Subaru.
Hey Jonathan.
And then our last couple of comments is Hidden Hammock saying, this has been real fun, guys. And then Telmo saying to Hidden Hammock, they could do this kind of live session sometimes. Road Trip Live.
Yeah. All right, so we're up to date with all the comments. Let us know. 20 likes, guys. You are awesome. So yeah, so keep commenting right now. As you know, as usual, we read every single comment that comes in. So we answer all your questions. We know that we did drop off for a little bit, and also we are a little bit behind on comment just because Laura is multitasking on a bunch of stuff. Yeah, the goal for us is to be able to chat with you guys about traveling in New Zealand, just as we are indeed traveling in New Zealand. That was a fun car. Look at that car that just passed. Yeah. That was fun. Okay, so yeah, right now we are basically kind of going around the town of Hamilton. We're trying to avoid getting inside Hamilton, so we are kind of bypassing the town in order to get back to the highway, just to avoid to have a bit of a drive in town and show you a little bit of New Zealand countryside. But that came with a little bit of a price right here, and that price was the fact that sadly we did drop off internet a couple of times. But again, I'm going to repeat that one more time. Every single time the internet is going to cut off, we will come back. It will just take the time to get to the next cell phone tower. So it usually takes only about 10 to 20 seconds for us to get to the next one. Sometimes maybe a minute if it's really far away, but really not too far. So stick around, leave the tab open. You're more than welcome to go and browse and do something else, obviously. But yeah, just make sure that you keep that tab open so you can hear us again, and you can ask us your question or chat with us about traveling in beautiful New Zealand.
Yeah, so whenever we drop off, we're still going to be with you guys. Basically, we're not leaving the live session. We just need to get back into Signal, which doesn't take too long usually.
Yeah. How far are we from beautiful Lake Toppo? So how long more do we have as a...
We have 2 hours and 1 minute.
So only 2 hours left of this live session, guys. So put your question in. Time is running out. It's not really.
We are entering the town of Gordonton.
Which there is nothing to do here.
Yeah, I was going to say, to be fair, I don't think you guys we have much reason to stop other than if you need a cafe. There's takeaways, there's a cafe place here. But honestly, in terms of tourist attractions, really limited. Ooh, they have ice cream though.
Yeah, it's like a farm town, so yeah. I'd kill for an ice cream right now. Yes. Maybe we'll stop at some point.
So they have Tip Top ice cream, which is one of the big brands of ice cream here in New Zealand. It's one of the sort of biggest commercial brands.
Yeah. See, there's some toilet signs just on the side. So that's one of the good thing in New Zealand. There's always a little bit of a park, a little bit of shade, public facilities. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome to have that many facilities. And look at that. This small town is so green. There is so many trees around. It's just like so pleasant to live in towns and to live in the country with so much greenery. Like I feel like it's just paradise. Yeah. And here we go. We are out of the town right now, and as you leave the town, the speed limit is now back to 100 kilometers an hour. So now people are going to start again complaining that I am driving too slow.
In 850 meters, we are going to be turning left, Robin.
850 meters, we're going to be turning left. That's quite interesting. Yes. I thought we were turning right. I thought, we're still turning right.
No, it's just going to be a quick left, then right. It's one of those.
It's one of those. Yeah,
you can see the sign up ahead where it says where it says where the intersection is.
So another thing that I really like about New Zealand is that everything is so well indicated. So look at that. Just on this sign right here, I can see exactly where I will be going if I go straight. And it sent me straight to Highway 1. It tells me, I don't know. I know that in France, where I was from, there was not that many signs, so I do appreciate that. Yeah. There you go. Look at that big tree. It's a nice big tree in it.
We just passed the sign for Zealand Tea Estate, which guys, you can watch our video of us visiting Zealand on our channel. On our NZ Pocket Guide YouTube channel.
Oh, another fun car.
Oh, well, I just switched it around. So yeah, if you want to see what it's like to go to New Zealand's only tea plantation and do a tour and have high tea there, then we check out our Zealand video on YouTube. It was a few years ago, so we were a bit younger then, we were a bit sillier then, we were a bit weirder. I mean,
what?
I don't know, maybe we're more weird now, but yeah.
What's the comments? Is there anybody commenting right now? Or is the comments? Yeah, there is plenty of comments. You're skipping everybody.
Hey, sorry guys. It was coming up before when there was a new comment. It was flipping up on the screen, and then it stopped doing that.
All right, let's go quickly through all the comments. So we keep on going, guys. We will read all your comments. Where are we at?
Let me just
Laura is scrolling through the comments and also give me directions.
Okay. So
yeah.
When it goes
Go. I got that.
Let me just, because I know some people are talking amongst themselves.
Yeah, we let you guys have your own comments. So we read all the comments, but when you guys are chatting together, we kind of just skipping those ones. But if you're talking to us, we will read them.
Tasha is telling us that the video quality is changing constantly, but the audio is constant, so that's good.
So Tasha, the problem is just the fact that we, you know, as we're driving at 100 kilometers an hour throughout New Zealand, you know, like we're going from one cell phone tower to the other, so sometimes we get a little too far in between switching from one to the other. There is a bit of inconsistency here, but hopefully it's still watchable. I've been looking forward to actually watching it back. Sorry, I was just doing the turn right here. I've been looking forward to watching it back, so I just want to see what kind of quality you guys had to deal with. But yeah, thanks for all the comments, Tasha. I really appreciate it. You're an awesome person. Tasha, give yourself a pat on the back. Well, who else is talking to us?
And we just have a couple of more that are not in the conversation between each other. And one is Hiace saying, you both should be tourism ministers of New Zealand. And then Hidden Hammock says, I agree.
Oh man. That is not a job I can have, I can tell you that right now. It's more bureaucracy than anything. So, you know, I mean, it's not the kind of job that is enjoyable for us. You know, I don't think the tourism minister get to see views like this.
Like,
wow, the transition was terrible.
Yes.
So yeah, they don't travel as much as we do, and it's kind of apparent. Sometimes we talk with people from Tourism New Zealand because we obviously collaborate with them in some projects, and yeah, we feel like we do travel and we see more of the country than they do. But that's the thing. If we were working for Tourism New Zealand all the time and everything, we'd have to be in the office all more often, and we'd have to, you know. So that means that therefore you don't have as much time as we do to be able to be on the road. So Laura was talking about State Highway 1, for example, maybe about like 30 minutes ago, and explaining that the road that we were showing you was pretty much the best in the country. And so already we get much smaller right now. It's a one-way street right here. It's a one lane road right now, and it's still State Highway 1. So we're on State Highway 1B right here. So we're still on State Highway 1, and we're now narrowing down to just one lane, and you see that it's going to get smaller and smaller as we progress. But yeah, just so you guys know, do you want to check the comments, see if there's somebody, or do you have some directions?
I'm going to give you some directions first. So we're going to be taking the next left.
The next left.
The
Nice.
next left. So I think there's a big sign up ahead which will indicate that, and then we will check out.
Look at that, Laura. She's giving me water. I mean, you guys don't see it. You see the beautiful view, but she's giving me water. She's checking the direction. She's checking your comments. I mean, she's been a living queen right here.
Better than a dead one.
Left right here.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we haven't got any more comments. So guys, if you have any questions, thoughts, feelings you want to share with us, then feel free to. Otherwise, we are just going to continue showing you around this little bit of a bypass on State Highway 1 going around Hamilton, so that we don't have to go getting ourselves slowed down with the traffic, checking out the cows, as you can see on the side.
Yeah, showing you the New Zealand countryside. Look at that, your camper van can't be too high right here. You got to go under that tree. Everybody duck their head, duck! Here you go, you made it. Also, I'm driving too slow for other people. So believe it or not, I am at 98 kilometers an hour right now, but that car, you know, the speed limit is 100, couldn't take it. They had to pass us.
Yeah.
So here you go, that just happened.
You'll find that a lot in New Zealand.
Yeah.
A lot of people, especially in big cars like the one that's just passed, they will want to pass you. And hey, just don't feel pressured by people going, you know, coming up really closely behind you. They do drive a little bit differently in New Zealand to the way that you might be used to in Europe.
Yep.
Or maybe.
So drive how you feel you're safe driving, and just stick to that. It doesn't matter if there is a line of people behind which are getting angry. It's their problem, not yours. When you're driving at 98 kilometers an hour in the zone which is limited at 100, there is no obligation for you to let people pass or do anything which is unsafe or force yourself to go faster. They absolutely can wait. I would even argue that you can drive at 80 and you're absolutely fine. You also need to drive to the condition. Right now we're having literally a bluebird perfect day. There is no way it could be any better condition for driving. But damn, if it rains or anything, it gets pretty tough when you drive around. So here you go. Make sure that you drive how you feel you're safe. All right, there's the same view for quite a while, so we're going to switch back to our faces and we're going to go over some of the comments that you guys have.
So we have Tasha saying, I've officially started booking some accommodation accommodations for February 2023.
Woohoo, Tasha, good on you. Where are you based at, Tasha? Where are you going? And also, how long are you coming to New Zealand for? And where did you find your accommodation to book? Did you check out our recommendation on nzpocketguide.com? We have a list of recommendations from each cities and places that we enjoy in New Zealand. So you may want to check that out. There is places that we will approve of.
Yes.
That's so many questions for you, Tasha. You're supposed to ask me questions.
Yeah, I know.
Right, here you go. I'm interviewing Tasha. Welcome to the Tasha interview.
And Tasha says in brackets, this is Natasha. I don't, and then the comment cuts off. So.
Oh, is it Natasha
from one of our Patreons?
Yeah, are you Natasha from Vancouver, Canada?
Yeah.
What is this different account? Are you trying to be secretive right here?
She says, I don't know why it's only showing my username. Oh, okay then.
Oh, okay, Tasha. Well, maybe it's because we're live. I don't know. Maybe it's a different live session and everything. Anyway.
So
Natasha is one of our lovely Patreon.
Up ahead, you're going to be doing left, right, really straight away.
Yeah, so I'm kind of going straight.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. Nice one. Okay, what are the other questions that we're having? Actually, let's swap, let's show you. I'm going to cross a railway and that's going to be absolute nonsense. Okay, so I'm going to go here. I'm crossing the railway and we're having a big truck as well. This is quite the drama. And then I'm going to go here and then I'm going to go there. Whew. Welcome to Highway 1 here in New Zealand.
Very interesting intersection.
Yes, there we go. We made it work. We can show you back our faces. That was an interesting one. Okay, we didn't get run over by a train, so that's a win.
And then Natasha says, yes, it's me.
It's you.
Yeah, cool. Sorry, we were talking to you like we didn't know who you were.
Yeah, I don't know who you were. That's interesting that your name changed, but no. So if it stays Natasha, if there is ever any time another Natasha showing up, I'm always going to assume it's you. So that's going to be making it very awkward for some people.
We have someone who was at Telmo saying, congrats, Tasha.
Nice.
Nice.
Tasha is pretty excited about her trip. She already came to New Zealand once, actually. She shared some of the pictures of her trip on our secret Facebook Patreon group. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that slideshow, that video slideshow that she had.
Yeah. So we have finished with the comments just for the time being, but as per usual, feel free to go ahead with your comments at any time. We read all the comments during all our live sessions, so there's no risk of your comment not being read unless YouTube just doesn't publish it for sometimes YouTube
sometimes it blocks some words.
A bit weird, but yeah, otherwise there's no other reason why we wouldn't miss your comments, so feel free to comment away and we will do our best to answer all your questions about travelling in New Zealand, or just if you have any life questions. It's
a safe space here. There are some people that sometimes just start sharing their feelings, a little too much feelings and everything, but that's okay. And then Phuket is a safe place to chat about New Zealand and even sometimes life. There's a guy we did live coaching with him at some point. That was funny. Sorry, I was distracted by the cows. The cows are amazing. That's the one distraction I have on the road.
Yeah.
What are the latest comments, Laura?
So
11 of you guys watching, 20 likes. That is amazing.
That's a good ratio.
I think all of you guys have clicked the like button. Give yourself a pat on the back. You guys are awesome. Guys are awesome. And girls are awesome too. There you go. Everybody. So Telmo says, guys, I will see where you live when you arrive at home. I will knock on your door someday. Of course, just kidding. Well, actually, we are doing the live session all the way to our doorstep because we're going to go to the shores of beautiful Lake Toppo. We discussed that with Laura. We said we're going to go and we're going to drive right to the lake with a nice lake view, and that's how we're going to end it. And we thought that was a nice fitting way to do it for today. Because
we're actually going to just be quickly popping over to our friend's house, and then you guys might think that's our door, but it's not our door, and then we don't want you guys going to knock on our friend's door.
And also we felt like if we do 3 hours of a live session, which is going to be our longest live session ever, by the way, I just want to point it out. If we do a 3-hour live session, I think it's going to be so sad if it finishes in front of a garage door. I think it's going to be the saddest thing. So we decided that we know exactly which parking we want to go to. Hopefully it's available, and I know exactly which parking spot I'd like to get on there. Okay, there's a T section now. I'm guessing I'm going left.
You are going left, Robin.
I am going left, look at that.
One day he'll be able to do this all on his own.
Ah, wouldn't.
He wouldn't want to.
No.
Would he?
No.
So, unfortunately, we haven't had the camera facing forward, but we have just passed like a few strawberry farms and like
lavender farms.
Where you can usually go, like for fruit farms, you can go pick your own fruit during the season, which tends to be between December and January, and then I think in February the season sort of comes to an end for those berry picking farms. But if you are traveling around in summer, then look out for these really nice little berry farms, and then you can go pick your own and have it. That is a good road trip snack for New Zealand, nice and healthy.
What's the latest comments, Laura? Is there any comments?
So first of all, I'm just going to tell Robin where he needs to go next. So you see the up ahead, there's a green sign. You're going to be following it to the right, which is your side. Yeah, I think with that white car. Just All right, let's go for the comments. Kiwi Lauren is here.
Hey, Kiwi Lauren, how are you doing?
She says, hi Robin and Laura, how are the roads today? We did a day trip to Saskatoon today and had a great day of activities after having COVID 10 days ago.
Oh no! This is why you didn't show up for a while. There you go.
She says, I just had minor cold symptoms, thankfully. We are fully vaccinated, so didn't get it too bad. And yeah, that's it. Cool.
Nice. Well, welcome back, Kiwi Lauren. We're glad to have you back on board. In the last 10 days, you haven't missed too much. We sadly couldn't do any live session because we were overseas, and we had very limited internet. So we spent the small amount of internet that we had. We posted a couple of daily vlogs on our Patreon Facebook group. You know, just to reward them for helping us make all of those things possible. Look, and now we have the good tech to be able to do even those live sessions right here, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, so that's what we've done for the last maybe I'd say about like 16, 17, 18 days. But we are getting back to the live session on Sunday. So this week is going to be a normal week for us. We just had this bonus live session right here just to say sorry for being absent for so long, as well as just to hang out with you guys and share with you guys something very different as well. Oh, so many cows. Can't believe you swapped the camera to my face. But that's okay, that's okay. I can show you my face for a bit. Anyway, welcome back, Kiwi Lauren. So yeah, you are now COVID-free. Are you sure? Or I feel like we're going to get COVID as well here in New Zealand. I don't see a way. Not like someone said in the live session today that we had 5,000 cases today, and we were at Auckland International Airport. We were around Auckland Central like yesterday. You know, so basically yesterday we had basically you're pretty sure you're going to catch COVID day. That's basically what the theme of the day was. We went to all the places that are like hotspot for that, but obviously we had to, so it was kind of like we didn't really have a choice in that. But yeah, what's left in the comments?
So after Kiwi Lauren, we had.
Hopefully we're going to have Kiwi Lauren again afterwards.
Yeah, we
do. Tell us more news.
Nathan says, hopefully it's not too busy at the lake. Yeah, I guess it's a sunny day, so it might be quite busy. You see at the...
Yeah, we're going to our Cambridge, right?
Yes.
We're going to our Cambridge, New Zealand.
The Toppo says, guys, think about some road life sometimes. You could drive, talk to us and show us the wonderful countryside you live.
Yeah, that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Here you go. We may do it again, honestly. Like we both really enjoying it. So yeah, we may do it again. I'm gonna want to be the one swapping it. We're doing an intersection right here, so I'll swap it to there we go. Nice. There is a solar panel charging station for Laura's phone as she's doing the GPS direction with it, and that's the noise that you hear all the time. Every time I have to do a turn, that's the noise that you're hearing, because it keeps on falling from the dashboard, but we need to keep it in the dashboard because
that's where the sun is.
That's where the sun is. So here you go. But I need to add a little bit of a pad to make sure that it doesn't fall no more. We have some at home, I just didn't do it. Okay, what else is in the comment? I know there is quite a lot of the comments, so we're going to keep going through all of them. Yeah.
Some. So we've got Natasha saying, Lauren, glad you're better. How have things over there with the
They're just chatting together. The two Canadians are just catching up right now, I guess. Yeah.
So yeah, they're talking to each other. I'm just scrolling down. And then we have Telmo saying, nice, I will be waiting for all your videos. And then I'll just read the last comment from Kiwi Lauren saying, COVID was pretty much inevitable for us. Our son brought it home from kindergarten, then coughed in my face as I was doing his swab. I was positive the next day, no surprise, husband a week later.
Yeah. Well, it's the same for us, right? We feel like, you know, with all the locations we had to go to, we feel like it will happen. It's kind of like inevitable at this point, but you know, I think a lot of people are going to have to learn to live with it as well. Look at that guy driving past me. Now it has to be at least 120 an hour. I'm at 100, so not nice. Anyway, yeah, New Zealand scenery. So right now we're seeing the countryside of New Zealand. We are near the town of Cambridge, which is not too far from Hamilton. And on the side right here, what you see with a lot of nets right here, it's actually a kiwi fruit farm, and this section right here is a kiwi fruit farm without the nets. So they put the nets when the kiwi fruit starts growing, so the birds don't come and pick them. And so yeah, we're just starting seeing a couple of kiwi fruits farm around. And that's a very typical New Zealand landscape. Those kiwi fruit farms, especially around the Whakatane and Te Puke area, are extremely prominent here. And yeah, you'll see quite a lot of those as we keep on driving right now. We'll swap around to our faces and so on from time to time. Maybe not right now, there's something fun happening. But yeah, another thing that you see a lot in the New Zealand road are those signs right here, those big orange sign that basically gives you a speed which is recommended for the strength of the bend. As you can see right now, we're going through quite a few bendy sections of the road, and although the speed limit now where we are right now is 100 kilometers an hour, basically New Zealand Transport, the transport agency, is recommending you to do them at 55 kilometers an hour. We strongly recommend you follow those recommendations, because you're probably not going to know the roads as well as a lot of locals and everything knows the roads, and also because a lot of people are going to be coming here and drive camper vans, which are very tall and they don't take very much to basically completely fall flat on their side if you take the band a bit too hard. So yeah, just a tidbit of PSA right here. As you can see, we're arriving to another one right now. It's coming up pretty soon. It's going to be 85 kilometers an hour, and it's right here. And so I'm going to do it at 85 kilometers an hour. And also look at that view with all those mountains. Aren't you super glad you've joined this live session? Honestly, click like for the mountains. Here you go. By the way, you can subscribe to us. We do live session every week at 8 a.m. New Zealand time to answer all your questions about traveling in New Zealand. Here you go. Okay, we can swap to our faces and start answering questions.
All right, so we're going to be taking the next left, Robin.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kiwi Lauren says, you may have missed it, but I asked a peanut butter question just before my last COVID comment. So,
oh yeah, so you probably missed it.
Up. So she said, I noticed that you can do a peanut butter factory tour in Nelson. Have you guys done it? I mean, sounds delicious. I know which one you mean. It's the Pix peanut butter factory tour, which is free to do, guys.
What?
We haven't done it, but I have done lots of research on it.
Okay, I'm driving all the way to Nelson. That's it. I'm not stopping in Toppo. I'm driving to Nelson.
I've spoken to my connections in Nelson who have done it, and yeah, it's free. Not on the weekends. Usually, it's don't go, because it is a working factory and the workers mostly work on the weekday. So when you want to actually do the factory tour, you want to go on a weekday, and it's free to do. You get to obviously do some tastings and all that good stuff. But then on a Saturday, I think it might be closed on Sunday, I'm not sure, but I think on Saturday they do more of a like condensed version of the tour, but it's not really a tour of the factory. So yeah, it's a cool thing to do. It's Pix is a local New Zealand peanut butter brand, and they do peanut butter in glass jars and stuff, which is always good. So yeah, that is definitely worth doing in Nelson if you're a bit of a foodie, if you're on a budget, and yeah, if you're just a big fan of peanut butter.
Yeah, if you just like peanut butter, it doesn't matter if you're a foodie or on a budget or anything. Everybody likes something free, even the millionaires, they love something free, don't they?
Yeah.
There you go. All right. That's a nice little turn sorted, and let's go. There's some more questions right now in the live chat.
Yeah. So
How's the connection, by the way, guys? Now is it back to a bit better? I know that maybe. So again, I'm gonna say it now. We do have the connection while Laura is reading the comments. So if we drop off, if the connection drop off, leave the tab open. We will come back. We just have a big button that says retry, and we need to retry until we reach the next cell phone tower. So we will get back to you guys. The drive is another how long?
1 hour and 37 minutes.
So we're still here for another 1 hour and 37 minutes with you guys. So yeah, we will get back there. So if it drops off, stick around.
Telmo,
11 of you guys watching us. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Telmo says we are still here watching you.
Nice.
Thanks, Telmo. Thanks for letting us know you're still here. And then that's the end of our comments for the time being.
Nice.
But once again, we're going to show you guys the views as we are driving. A lot of farmlands just on this section.
A lot of farmland and power poles. You know, there is a couple of places to generate power around the area. So near the Toppo area, there is a few dams that they use to generate power. Around the Hamilton area, there is Huntly, which has New Zealand coal power plants, because yes, New Zealand still use quite a lot of coal. We're not really happy about it, but you know, it needs some governmental willpower to sort that out, and that's not happening just yet. But yeah, there is a lot of power generation happening nearby, so that's why we see some of the, not just a small one that we're seeing right here, which just delivers to normal household. We also see the really large one, which do inter-regional power transfer, which is yeah, here you go. Now this big factory next to us right here, I think it is one of the Fonterra milk factories, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. So Fonterra is like the main sort of milk production company in New Zealand. They go around all the dairy farms collecting the milk, and you see the big tanks on the road, which we did see earlier in this live session. So yeah, this is pretty much one of the places that they're taking it to.
Yes, it is. So yeah, it is the Fonterra milk, milk basically facilities. So in here they will actually pasteurize the milk, put them as pasteurized milk, put them in fresh bottle of milk, also transforming them into different products such as milk solids to then all sell them to the international market. This one here?
At the main intersection.
Okay, good. So yeah, here you go. And yeah, there is the Toppo Fonterra factory that we just saw. And there is many of them. Fonterra is very, very large in New Zealand, as we say. It's a big dairy country. But yeah, here you go. Now we are still making our way toward the small city of Cambridge, and we're going through.
Well, no, we have bypassed Cambridge now. We are going to be going back onto State Highway 1, the main highway. So we're going to be taking the next left, which is my side. See the highway sign up ahead, and then that's going to take us on the road to Rotorua and Toppo.
There you go. We better not make a mistake. All right, so we are going to the left, Rotorua and Toppo.
Rotorua and Toppo is that's always good when you see like your destination that you're heading to is actually on the sign for State Highway 1. That means
it's a good feeling.
A little bit closer. Not necessarily super close, but a little bit closer.
And we're back onto the Waikato Expressway, ladies and gentlemen. And we are going to be entering again one of the best quality roads in the country. You'll see a strike difference from where we've been driving before and where we're about to drive now. They're really good, really good quality roads. I don't know what that fancy building is next to us, but hey, it looks like quite a fancy building. Okay, there is for some reason a bike lane near the highway. Why would there be a bike lane? I don't know, but here we go.
You can forget about that. Yeah. I can say that. There's amazing bike trails in...
No, 131 kilometers away from Toppo. I don't know if you guys saw the sign, but yeah. Sorry, what are you saying, Laura?
I was just going to say there's amazing off-road bike trails across New Zealand that are even multi-day. They take you, several days to complete.
Is that new? 110 kilometers now.
Yeah, on the Waikato Expressway, it's been like that forever.
Oh, I always drive at 100. I stay to 100. I'm walking about 100.
It's only on this road. It's not on other highways. Like what we were doing in Auckland, it wasn't 110. It's literally only this road that I'm aware of. It's only the Waikato Expressway where you can go 110.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, you can swap back to your faces now, guys. We will keep on swapping back and forth between our faces and and the highway. But yeah, there is a bunch of comments to go over, so let's go over there.
Yeah, so we have Kiwi Lauren saying, the connection is good on my end. I have another food question. Talk to me about Milo. Hot drink like hot chocolate or cold like hot milk. I found it weak. Maybe I need to use more powder. Robin is a big hot chocolate drinker, so he does have an opinion on Milo in New Zealand.
I don't like it. It doesn't taste chocolatey enough, basically. Like if you get a hot cocoa, right, you want to treat yourself, right? And so yeah, it just doesn't taste good. It doesn't taste correct.
Yeah.
So the way I do my hot cocoa, I actually use actual cocoa powder, and just cocoa powder with a little bit of milk. Mix it, and you just put like that much in it. You mix it, you make it into like kind of almost a paste, and then you pour the milk in there while mixing it, and then you add a little bit of sugar, and then you put it in the microwave, and then that tastes really, really good. Today, Laura's friends we were staying with in Auckland made me a aero hot cocoa. You know, like this chocolate brand with bubbles in there. She made me that. That was quite nice. But Milo, I just don't like Milo. Basically, it's kind of like it's something that pretends to be a hot cocoa, but it's not hot cocoa. Okay, so now we're going to be back to 100 kilometers an hour. Can you swap the camera?
Yeah, sure.
So for some reason we were 110 kilometers an hour, but now we're ending the expressway. As you can see, there's a sign on the side that says expressway ends, and we're back to 100 kilometers an hour. So again, as a general rule, it's 100 kilometers an hour on 100 kilometers an hour on the highway in New Zealand, and 50 in the streets, in the roads, in the towns. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling as well. Anyway, 150. That's two numbers that you need to remember. 100 in the highway, 50 in town, and this 110 is just nonsense. I don't know why they put only one street. I mean, one expressway like this is 110. That changes nothing. Anyway, moving on. Next question.
Kiwi Lauren says, you can buy it in the international foods aisle at my local grocery store. Always makes me smile when I pass by it, but I'm never tempted to put it in my cart.
Leave it for others.
And then Nathan says, I have to agree with you, Robin, on the Milo.
Oh, I'm glad you agree with me, Nathan. Were you one of those Kiwi kids that was brought up on Milo, where you're having like a bowl or mug of Milo every day after school? Yeah, did you guys see there's literally a biker on the highway?
Was there?
Like a bicycle. Did you guys see that on the side? There's a guy literally just bicycling on the highway. That's interesting. Anyway. All right, let's swap a row again and look at some comments.
And then we have Kiwi Lauren saying, I thought it was an unpopular opinion, almost sacrilege in New Zealand, but I didn't like Milo much either. Glad to know I'm not alone.
Well, look, there's Nathan from Toppo that agrees with me, and I also agree with you. So yeah, it's just too big. Also, what I don't like, there's some products, right? And it's just a personal opinion. Again, guys, it should absolutely not influence you guys whatsoever. But since we're talking about the subject, right? A personal opinion of mine is that if a product touts itself as healthy, like cereals, right? They all tell you they're full of fiber, blah blah. They're just full of damn sugar. That's it. And it's same for Milo, right? They kind of tout themselves as like great source of fiber and protein for your kids, blah 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 blah. I personally feel that I don't want to support this kind of product, because if you look at the product composition of what the product is made of, it is made of absolute trash, like just random bunch of numbers and a ton of sugar, and then they tell you it's like it's mostly wheat and blah blah. It really is not. And so when product touts itself as healthy and is really not, I usually try not to support this kind of product. And yeah, that's basically me. So that's also another reason why we don't buy neither like big box of cereals, like breakfast cereals and those kind of things, and we don't buy Milo. And basically, as soon as the product says I'm super healthy, and then I turn the back and I see on the back of the product it's absolute trash, and it's not really food, because none of the ingredients is actually something that people should eat, then no. So we are arriving close to a place called Karapiro right here, which is a great place to do. It's turning just right on the side right here. You won't be able to see it, though I will switch a little too late, but just right on that side right here. It's a great place to do kayaking under glowworms at night. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. We have someone new that's joined the live chat.
Hey, who's that?
Saying, it would be nice to see what you guys are seeing through the front windshield. Well,
3, 2, 1.
we
Boom.
can show you.
What about that?
We've been doing that. So we've been live for about, well, it says at the top, 1 hour and 38 minutes. And a lot of that we have shown you the drive as we've been going. So
we try to do half for you. So, you know, sometimes we just show our faces, sometimes we just show the front. But who's there? Who was asking that?
So that was Drones Toronto.
Drones Toronto, another Canadian.
Yeah.
All right, so Drones Toronto, please meet Kiwi Lauren, which is a Canadian from Saskatchewan, if I'm correct. And he's also Tasha or Natasha, which is in Vancouver, Canada as well. And they're two of our very regular supporters. We are going to go over there. I am just changing last minute right here. I just realized that petrol was really cheap over there. We need to refuel for petrol. So sadly, you're going to have to look at my face for a little bit while Laura is going to refuel for petrol. So I'm just going to park right here. Oh, there's going to be a car right in front of us, but that's fine. Focal
Maybe you
parking
can,
if you want.
you can look at Rob.
Here you go. All right, so Laura is going to be in charge of fueling us up. I'm going to give her the card. Here you go. I'd love a receipt as well.
Yes.
And I'll give you. Boom. All right, guys. So you are left alone with me as Laura is going to be doing the gassing up, and I'm going to try to figure out how it worked for Laura for quite a while. So you click here to see the comment. Is it? All right, cool. So John Toronto is here. Tasha says, speaking of drinks, I would die for a Lift lemon soda. Yeah, I'm
just pushing it to open it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not open.
Okay, Laura is struggling. Just give me a second. If she's not, I would love to get out. Guys, anyway, a Leaf Lemon. In where we were going, I've been drinking a lot of Sprite with lime in there. I'm going to go and see and help Laura right now. Kiwi Lawrence, I've been watching The Amazing Race this season, and the contestants did a 220-meter bungee jump in one episode. I know how terrified I was doing 134 meters in the Nevis. Can you imagine? That is really high. 220 meters is really, really high. Let me just see what Laura is doing. Laura, do you want to swap?
Yeah,
We'll
it's,
swap
sorry,
it.
it's not opening.
That's okay. Oh, try it again now.
Oh.
I think it's going to work. I think I locked it. I think it worked. Whoopsie, that was my bad. That was entirely my fault. I apologize for that. But yeah. Okay, cool. What else is happening? Hidden the Mugs, give me a big bam. Telmo says, guys, thanks for the ride. No, we're still around, guys. There is still another, well, the GPS is going to tell me there is still another hour and 27 minutes drive. Nicola say, I'm a Kiwi. Milo is yuck, whether hot or cold. Oh, here you go. Look at that. Nicola, you are the, so there is Kiwi Lauren, she agrees with you. Nathan from Toppo agrees with you. Robin from Toppo as well agrees with you. And Laura also agrees. So here you go. I'm glad that Nicola is pitching in. And he says, and I am a lover of any other hot chocolate or milk choc. Yeah, so what's your favorite, Nicola? Like out of the brands here, do you like Avalanche? Is that one that you like a lot? I feel like Avalanche is maybe a little too weak. So as I mentioned, the way I do hot cocoa, we actually use cocoa powder straight up. So yeah. Okay. What do we have? Hidden Amok says, putting into the pits. Yeah, I hope we had, I wish we had like a minions, like just change the wheels. But yeah, that's basically what's happening right here. I may pop into the bathroom, but I'll wait for Laura to actually come back and entertain you guys. I don't want to leave you alone. Okay, so Kiwi Lorenzo, I'm thinking next trip I may have to do the cow bungee jump just because of its history, and the ledge bungee just because it's so, it's gone, so different. I want to come with me, Robin. Well, hard pass, Kiwi Loren. No, I hope I'm not upsetting you too much, but that hard pass. No, thank you. The bungees are too crazy. And if you guys want to know why I'm saying hard pass as a joke, feel free to type bungee jump NZ Pocket Guide and you'll find some video. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, I did another take on that stupid video. But Laura did it, so that's good. Okay, Telmo says, no, I'm going to take a shower and go to bed. Hugs and see you on Sunday. Oh, hugs to you too, Telmo. And he says, sorry for the mess. I am boarding again, but I will be listening to you on my mobile during my shower. Wow, okay. That is cool stuff. Nicola Manson says, Tararua chocolate milk is nice and creamy. Oh, I need to try this one. Tararua chocolate milk. Does it come pre-made in a bottle or is it like a powder that you use? Victoria is still here. She said, I actually love Greg's hot chocolate here in New Zealand. Greg's, I haven't tried them too. Okay, I'm making a list, guys. Tararua and Greg's. And she says, I mean, it's just chock full of sugar like Milo. I'm also not into Milo. Boom, Victoria as well is dishing on Milo. I love it. And so I'm probably leg chipping into this argument. No, never too late, Victoria. That's awesome. By the way, Victoria, if you're in Auckland right now, just believe it or not, the reason why I stopped right here is because petrol was $2.58 a liter, right? When we left Auckland, that was $2.89. So I just saw that was like 30 cents cheaper than all the other places. I was like, damn, I'm just stopping. We need some gas. So yeah, here you go. Jonathan Vincent says the Two Aitora bike ride is starting tomorrow from the top of New Zealand to the bottom of New Zealand. So people started early, so we'll see the odd bike riders on your drive. They will come past our gate on route. Oh, where are you on, Jonathan? How do you know they're coming through your gate? That's pretty cool. So yeah, I do not know about that, but we're still quite south. So you paid and everything?
Yep.
All right. So you are at Kiwi, Lauren. I'm just going to pop into the bathroom.
Okay.
Do you need to go bathroom and everything? For sure.
I'm all right.
Okay. Yeah. I'll pop into the bathroom, guys, and yeah, then we'll drive again. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. I'll leave you with Laura. She better be nice to you guys.
I'm usually terrible. All right, so we're up to Kiwi Lauren. Okay. Oh, Robin almost went without his mask. Yeah, we're still in New Zealand. You know, we're still getting a little bit used to more where we live, a little bit further south on the North Island, and it was only like a few months ago that we got started with having to wear the masks everywhere we went and stuff. So yeah, Robin and I are still not in the groove of like, oh yeah, remember your mask. So yeah, we usually are coming back to the car to get our mask again. All right, Kiwi Lauren said, while we're talking about food and chocolate, I have always wondered why the cookie time monster looks high. Those cookies must be good. He's got that one weird eyelid. I don't know. Oh, I think I have noticed that actually. Yeah. I mean, when you eat that many cookies, I think you can get a cookie high. You know, I make a lot of cookies at home, and you know, a lot of sugar can make you feel pretty happy. But yeah, maybe he just put something a little extra in his cookies that he doesn't give to customers. When you're taking Air New Zealand flights, actually, domestic Air New Zealand flights, one of the things they used to do before COVID times was give all the customers a cookie time cookie, but I think they've stopped doing that since COVID. Like, one of the restrictions is that they can't give out food domestic flights, so I think they're only giving water, if I'm correct, at the moment. So yeah, but I think the cookie time monster will like be closing the other eyelid pretty soon, because he's probably sad that he's not selling as many cookie time cookies. Hidden Hammock is laughing. I think it probably a Kiwi Lauren's comment. It's quite funny. Nicola Manson says, in a bottle from most supermarkets or petrol station. Is this referring to something that Robin was talking to? Oh, Tararua chocolate milk is nice and creamy. Oh yeah, so I've seen that a lot in New Zealand, but you know what? I haven't actually tried that chocolate milk just yet. And I know when it first came out in New Zealand, which we are talking quite a few years ago now, but when that chocolate milk first came out in New Zealand, I think that's the one that it was being sold out everywhere. But I don't think, yeah, nowadays you can get it pretty easily, but I haven't tried the chocolate milk yet. So, yeah, Robin's more of the chocolate drinker, the chocolate, hot chocolate drinker. But yeah, if you're into chocolate drinks, then maybe it's worth trying out the chocolate milk.
They have real fruit ice cream.
Do they?
Yeah.
Were you
tempted? That is so tempting, guys. But I didn't have my wallet on me. So yeah, I didn't get myself an ice cream, but damn, I am so upset. All right, so how much did you spend on gas?
It was quite a lot. It was $113.
What? That was half the gas tank? Are you joking?
No, it was like 3/4 of the gas tank.
Oh, that was more than
it says up on the...
Yeah, it says that was 265. You always check your receipt, guys. 265.
So it was more than what it actually said on the sign outside.
I mean, that's still cheaper than all the other ones, so that's fine. I don't want to argue too much.
Yeah.
I think, oh no, it's like if you have the... If you have their little special cards or nonsense. But
Yeah, that might be it. But they shouldn't have that as their like main price.
Yeah. All right, that's fine. I'm grumpy.
Paying for fuel is never fun because it's usually so expensive.
$113 for half the gas tank for our tiny little car. I mean, look at that, guys. We're not driving the giganticest car of them all.
And our car is a hybrid as well.
Yeah.
So it should be saving us a little bit on fuel, but but with these prices, sometimes it doesn't really feel that way.
No.
Maybe it would have a few years ago, but now it feels like it's just we're paying about the same price for fuel that people were paying about a few years ago.
Anyway, let's talk about something which is more fun than fuel.
We were talking about chocolates.
We had a big discussion about hot cocoa. So far everybody was like agreeing with me. Like we had like everybody. Victoria even was agreeing with me.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
So Nicola Manson, she was talking about the chocolate milk that you probably
the Tararua. Yeah.
So she said in a bottle from most supermarkets or petrol station that you can buy that from.
Okay.
And then
Should have checked that.
Kiwi Lauren saying, yeah, sorry Robin, couldn't resist poking fun. I'm not going to lie though. Sorry, I scream like I'm going to die every time I jump off something.
Yeah.
Not exactly the picture of bravery.
Hey, at least you're doing it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you scream or anything. At least you're doing it.
Telmo says, a question about chocolate. How to speak the name of Kit Kat? It's very funny how we say it here. Keat were or cat or cats.
Well, obviously, so I have a strong French accent. So the way I say Kit Kat is going to be the wrong way, but I say Kit Kat.
Kit Kat. Yeah.
What do you say, Laura?
That's how I say it as well. Kit Kat.
Kit Kat. Okay.
Well, in a UK accent where I miss all the T's off, I just say Kit Kat.
Kit Kat.
Kit Kat.
Yeah. You always. It drives me nuts. You always remove the T of most stuff. When the scenery gets better, guys, we'll flip around and show you some stuff. Right now, it's just a little bit basically a bunch of cars, so it's not as great.
We should be coming up close to the Waikato River very soon. Hopefully, there's not too many.
Maybe we've got Swap 19, then Swap 19, go over some comments as we watch the road. Alright, guys, you're going to enjoy the road a little bit, and we'll go over some of your comments.
Anthony says, have you guys ever tried those A&W root beer floats in a bottle that you can buy at stores? They are not as good as the actual thing.
Okay, sorry Anthony. So I said yes, I did try A&W root beer float, but I did not try them in the bottle. I don't think they're available in New Zealand. Actually, A&W is pretty much super hard to find here in New Zealand. But I did try A&W root beer floats in the US. It's an interesting thing, I have to say. It's not something I have all the time, but it's an interesting thing.
You've run out of that one.
Yeah.
Maybe careful, guys.
Quite small.
We're just having a quick water break, guys. So there's a bit of ruffling of the water bottle.
Alright, we'll get back to the next comment in a second. I've been noticing quite a few Teslas we were driving. It looks like it's getting more and more popular here in New Zealand, which is good. It's good, more electric cars. Okay, some more comments.
We have Victoria saying, I don't actually own a car, so petrol prices don't impact me.
Yeah.
It's probably a good thing I don't own a car by the sounds of it. Yes, you'll save a lot of money by not owning a car, that's for
Can you not try to do zoom in on the comment? No, it doesn't. Oh, no. Oh, guys. Sorry about that. Bad idea.
We don't want to do that.
No, more. Yeah, here you go. Sorry about that, guys.
So that's what happens when you try to zoom.
Well, that was worth trying.
I'll just get back to the comments we were at. So, maybe you've probably done those.
I don't know. Go all the way from the bottom.
Yeah, then pull into the pit. Oh yeah, I'll go from the bottom.
There you go.
Bear with, guys. I'm just trying to find your comments again. Okay, Kit Kat. We saw the Kit Kat. Oh yeah, cool. We're back where we are.
We're passing an intercity bus right here. Oh no, it's not.
No,
it's not. Car Charters. All right.
Victoria says, I actually don't. Oh no, that's what we just talked about how she didn't own a car. So
that's good that you don't own a car, especially if you live in Auckland, right? You don't really need a car in Auckland. There's so many ways to commute. There's so many transportation methods. There's there's the trains, there's the bus. You really don't need a car. When I lived in Auckland, I spent about 4 years of my life living in Auckland. I did not have a car for none of my time in Auckland, and I was very happy without a car in Auckland. So
here's an example of a passing lane, everybody. So when you are on most of the state highways, they are usually just one lane on each side of the road, but then occasionally you'll get these passing lanes, which is basically if you're the one going slow, like Robin and I right now.
Oh, sorry, I'm going at the exact speed limit.
But,
Oh, we just saw a New Zealand Falcon, a Hawk.
Yeah, Harrier Hawk.
Harrier Hawk, that's the name.
So yeah, we stick to the left, and then people that want to go past us on the right. So that's basically how passing lanes work. You have a minimum amount of time to pass the person you want to pass. So
and then when you see those yellow signs on the side right now that we're going to see really soon, it tells you that the passing lane ends, and therefore you're back to only one lane. And here you go, we're back to only one lane.
Yeah.
All right, there is plenty more comments, I'm sure.
There is. So Jonathan says, we ride with them and offer them water at our gates and watermelon. We are just north of Dargaville.
Oh, cool. So when are they coming to yours? Because obviously they start in Cape Ringa, they're probably like 2 or 3 days away from you, right? And if you guys don't know what's the context right here, we're talking about...
he says, I'm referring to the Tor Aotearoa bike ride.
That was, okay, I was about to say that, but that's okay, good, move on.
Yeah, I was just reading the comments.
Yeah.
Then Telmo says, Robin, have you washed your hands? The both, don't lie to us.
Of course! What the hell is wrong with you? I wouldn't go to the bathroom without washing my hands. I wouldn't go into a store without washing my hands anyway. That's COVID days. You saw me diligently wearing my mask. And even as I left, I took something away from Laura, and that's our COVID-19 cards. So yeah, we're not going to show it to you guys because there's some personal information on that. But yeah, that's a COVID-19 card.
And we have some hand sanitizer in the car.
Yes. So yeah, we're very, very, very safe. Oh my god, 23 likes on the videos. You guys are awesome. That's been so long we haven't had 23 likes on the live videos. You guys rock.
This is what happens when you do a 2-hour live session.
Yeah, that's true.
And we've got how much left? We've got 1 hour and 20 minutes to go.
There you go. You guys are not getting rid of us soon. But anyway, while Laura is going through the comments, making sure that we check and read all of them. A couple of things. So first up, we usually read all the comments during the live session. Second, if the connection drops off as we arrive to some of the countryside in New Zealand, keep the tab open. We will keep on reconnecting, and we will get to you guys at some point. Third, we just passed the exit to go to Sanctuary Mountain, which is an amazing place that you should absolutely visit, and you can see a video of us doing that. There is Kiwi bird recovery efforts happening over there. And Juta, which is a 3-eyed New Zealand lizard. That's pretty cool. And fourth, this live session is made possible by our lovely supporters in Patreon. They are supporting us financially at the cost of less than a coffee a month, and it's really appreciated. And if you want to consider joining us, there's plenty of awesome perks available on Patreon. There's a link in the description of this video, and you can get like PDF guides that we haven't published anywhere. You get an extra 1 hour live session every single week. You get access to a secret Facebook group in which we post super often, and we did a daily vlog of where we were for the last 16 days, and it was a lot of fun. So yeah, it's just a good bunch of people, fun to hang out with, and let's move on back to some of your questions. 25 likes! You guys are amazing! 25 likes, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's be careful right here. Let's be careful.
We got some trucks turning.
We got some trucks turning. Okay, let's read some of the comments right now.
Nathan says, where are you currently? So we are south of Cambridge. Yeah. And as Robin says, we were passing Mount Mongatotari, we've got a sign here saying
we're entering South Waikato.
South Waikato. So yeah. And there's actually a sign on the hill. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but there's like a welcome. It says welcome something, or literally like
Tom Mac. Who's Tom Mac?
I have no idea.
Tam Mac. Who's Tam Mac?
So yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's quite funny. Oh, it's made out of tires.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so we're south of Cambridge.
Yeah, so we are 11 kilometers north of Tirau, Tirau. If you guys want to know, we are 10 kilometers north of there. We will literally be passing through Tirau as we drive, probably next 5-10 minutes.
And Tirau is going to actually be quite a fun little town to drive through.
Oh yeah.
We're quite excited to show you that. So guys, stick around if you want to see some cool stuff in Tirau. It's quite a fun town.
In fact, we will swap to our faces right now, and we'll swap back just as we are about to enter Tirau, so you'll get to see what we mean about the town.
Hidden Hammock says live barbecue soon.
Live barbecue, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. If only we had a barbecue. Believe it or not, we do not have a barbecue. So if you're hosting and you're cooking, yeah, definitely. I'm terrible at doing barbecue. Actually, on Saturday we're going to one of our friends and we're going to do barbecue. But I'm suspecting he messaged us and cancelled on us. I saw a quick message that said, "Hey Robin, sorry, ... So I'm not sure what's up. We'll deal with that after this live session.
Hopefully it's like, sorry Robin, I have too much barbecue food for you. Might have gone overboard.
Yeah, that's usually what people say, of course.
Yeah. Telmo says, thanks for your attention. Now, going to the shower, see you guys. Victoria says, I live in the CBD and I use those city hop cars when I need to do errands. And I'm just hiring a car to drive to Wellington next week, so it's easy enough nowadays. Nice,
yeah. So if you guys don't know what she's referring to, there's a car. Oh, there's a beautiful New Zealand Harrier Hawk just on the side. You look at my face. That's useless for me too.
Yeah.
Point out too. Anyway, it would have been tiny on your screen. Anyway, AT Auckland Transport Hop, HOP, AT Hop card. If you are planning on spending some time in Auckland, let's say at least a month, then it's worth getting one of them. You have to pay a little bit of a fee, like let's say, how much do you have to pay for the AT Hop card? It's about $20, right?
I think, maybe it's more like $5 to $10 for the fee. Just
anyway, I'm not sure,
card,
but you have to pay a fee to buy the card, and then you load it with the credit, and then you just swipe it in buses. It's really handy, and you get a discount on your bus fare, so it's definitely worth getting. And it will literally get you everywhere you need to go when living in Auckland CBD. So yeah, I used to live in Auckland CBD. I did some time on Hobson Street or on Anzac Avenue. I was renting apartments in those two streets. So very, very central, and those things were an absolute lifesaver. I hope it's not too shaky. It looks like the phone is shaking a lot, but I hope it's fine. All right, so moving on. What's the rest of the comments? I think we are falling really far behind the comments, so we're going to go quite fast.
Telmo says, Robin, the wife here asked me to tell you that you look much younger with that new haircut. Very handsome, her words.
It's actually, thank you very much first, but you know, you have a husband next to you, so just focus on him. But it's actually the same haircut I had. I just put some product in the hair, because when we go to some places where we go and do some photos and everything like that, I usually try to look a little bit better, because we take thousands of photos every day, and that's basically the last day I'm going to put some hair product on, and then until we travel again. So I usually only do it when we travel, because I don't like to overdo it on products.
Jonathan says they often come past on day 2 of the ride.
Okay, so right now it's day 1, right? So maybe tomorrow you're going to see all of them. You're going to have a busy day tomorrow then for you, Jonathan.
And then the last 2 comments, we have Christina Holden saying,
hey Christina, it's been a while. How are you doing?
She says, hello, it is almost 9 p.m. here. We are hoping to come October/November this year, if possible. We are starting the plan again. Exciting.
Woo! That's awesome, Christina. So finally we can get back to talking about your itinerary during the live sessions and everything. We're definitely looking forward to talking about more itineraries and everything like that. So yeah. So we're getting closer to Tirau, guys. So we're going to swap back to the front camera, so you guys get to see that little town right here. Get to enjoy that beautiful ride that we're doing. Doesn't it look like postcard perfect right now for you?
The rolling hills. Yeah. We're about to see a motorhome in the distance that's going to be driving past us. You know, a lot of people will be doing this.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's having a life in this camper van right here. Don't you want to be that guy? If you want to be that guy, head to nzpocketguy.com to plan your trip. Sorry about the cheeky plug. I just thought that was really funny to say. All right, there's some more comments, right?
There's one more comment. Victoria saying, oh, actually, the City Hop is a car share. You just hire it by the hour.
Sorry.
It's super handy, becoming really common now around Auckland.
Yeah, so I'm aware of that as well. So City Hop is basically you can hire a car for like an hour or something, and they're kind of like dropped a little bit everywhere, like those city scooters that you can get around. Sorry about that. It's just AT Hop and City Hop. When Laura was reading it really quickly, because I used to use the AT Hop card all the time. That's the first thing that came to my mind because it's quite similar sounding. I don't know why they call it like that. To be quite fair, I mean it's such a similar name, guys. Like I feel like they could have done a bit of an effort right here. Anyway,
Yeah,
25 likes, 14 viewers. Look at that. It's quite popular for us.
Look at this beautiful big green hill.
Yeah, I know. Oh, here's an intercity bus. So the main coastline in New Zealand is this big bus right here. It's intercity. It's really handy to be able to get everywhere on a budget. You can either buy passes that will give you bus route by the hour or bus ride by the trip, or you can buy yourself just one-off tickets as you go. No matter how you cut it, it's always going to be the cheapest way to travel around New Zealand, and it will get you to pretty much every town in the country. So here you go. And here's another milk truck from Fonterra. We've seen quite a few of those, haven't we, since we've been driving around, guys. I keep on saying guys. I hope you guys are not upset that I keep on saying the word guys. It's kind of my way to refer to all of you guys.
Yeah, that's what I usually say as well.
If you ladies, I actually had a discussion with Laura. I asked her, is that okay to say the word guys? Anyway, most importantly right here, we are in Tirao. Can you see the signs over there? So Tirao is the corrugated iron capital of New Zealand. So we're going to see a lot of really funky corrugated iron sign, including some crazy structure that we are about to show you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Now just ask about saying the word guys. I keep on saying the word guys way too often.
So in the meantime, as we are getting to the exciting part of Tirao, we had Why in the World join us.
Oh, Why in the World? What's up with you?
And he said, where are you guys going? So,
going to Toppo. Oh no, wait, stop. Ladies and gentlemen.
Slowly make your way through Tirao.
I'm going to very much slow down. I'm going to drive at like 40 km.
On the left-hand side, guys, we have the giant sheepdog
right
of
here.
Tirao.
Yeah, giant sheepdog right here, and next there is giant sheep.
Oh my
Here you go.
God.
They're both made of corrugated iron. You can see them on the left of the screen right here. Corrugated iron galore everywhere right here. Damn, the petrol was cheaper here. It's always like that, isn't it? So you're going to see in Tirao quite a lot of the places have like corrugated iron signs. And you see there's a sign right up there which is corrugated iron. We're about to pass a pukeko right here on the side. Can you see on top of that building
One
right here?
of the native birds of New Zealand.
Yeah. So a couple of corrugated sign right here.
Yeah.
This is just, I do not know what came up with that. So there's a big corrugated heart on the side. Can you see that? Here you go. This is a tour of Tirao for you all. Big corrugated heart, and then we have a corrugated ice cream right here coming up next to the sign Tradies Cooper, which is a
fudge.
Yeah, this is fudge, but Tradies Cooper is like it's clothing for like older ladies in New Zealand. I'm hoping nobody is wearing Tradies Cooper right now because they're going to be upset. But here you go, we saw Tirao, which is the corrugated iron capital of New Zealand. I hope that you guys enjoyed this amazing town. And if you get there, make sure you stop there. So where we saw the big sheepdog and the big sheep, this is actually their information center. So make sure to stop there to get some information and take yourself a selfie with that big sheepdog. Okay, and then we're going to go to a roundabout right now. I'm going to go straight. Oh, somebody was asking how to do roundabout. Turn around, turn the camera around.
Turn around, okay.
Yeah, so I remember somebody, that was Kaylee, I think. That was her name. She was driving. Kaylo, yeah, she was driving for all her friends and she was asking how is roundabout working in New Zealand. So here you go. I'm about to enter a roundabout right here. I'm going to go in. I'm going to put my tic-tac to go because I'm going to go left. I'm going to right or straight. And then I'm indicating that I'm turning right now, and boom, I've done that roundabout. Here you go. She was asking that last time. Anyway, switch back to our faces. We are 100 kilometers away from Toppo, our destination.
All right, so let's go through some comments now. So Why in the World was saying, where are you guys going today? We're going towards Lake Toppo.
So we're going to stop right in front of the lake and say goodbye to you guys then.
And we were traveling from Auckland after
from Auckland International Airport.
Yes, from one of our recent trips, which we will be announcing in the near future. Kiwi Lawrence says, while we are home isolating with COVID last week, I pulled up the Google Sheet where I'm planning the next NZ trip to. Got excited all over again, not sure when I'm coming back, but I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, I do love to start planning a trip. You know, like this feeling of like starting to plan a trip, you start picturing yourself there. It's just awesome.
Christina says, we are doing well. Missed you last couple of weekends. Beautiful landscape. We just had an ice storm last night and snow today. Thankfully, now too much ice, but I prefer your view by far.
So,
Not too much ice,
the reason why Laura is struggling with reading is like it's tiny text on the phone, quite far away from her, and it's bouncing a lot because we're driving. So it's quite a feat that she gets to read all of that. So yeah, if you guys appreciate Laura, just make sure to give her a thumbs up right here, hit the like button. Now, Christina, the reason why we were not able to go live in the last couple of weeks is because we were overseas, and so for that reason, we just didn't have a good connection of internet, and the little bit of internet that we got, we actually used it to do like really short daily vlogs for Patreon on the secret Facebook group. So it was like every day I did like about a minute or 2 minutes, and I was just telling them what we're doing, and that's basically as much as the internet could handle when we were there. So there was no way to do a live session. We actually did attempt to do a live session with them on Facebook, but that was very terrible quality. So yeah, so that's why we couldn't be live, but we're going to be live this weekend again, so that's cool.
And we're making up for it now with this live session.
Yeah, here you go, look at that. We missed 2 live sessions, so we missed 2 hours of live session, and we're doing a 4-hour drive. I mean, come on, guys. Oh, 3-hour drive. Come on, guys. We're treating you, aren't we? Okay, what's next in the comments?
We have Jonathan saying, yes, something like 350 riders total on the official ride.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Kiwi Lawrence says, I have to run now. It's bath time for the kiddo here, and then the bedtime routine. Enjoy your drive, and thanks for the conversation.
No worries, Kiwi Lawrence. We'll still be live for about an hour and a half, so what's the time? How long is the drive?
We're here for another hour and 7 minutes.
There you go. So we're still around if you pop in after, if the kiddo ever get to bed fast.
Christina says, not too much ice, not now. Sorry, I misread your comment before.
Sorry
There's
about
not
that.
too much ice. Don't worry, guys. Christina is not around too much ice.
She's not married yet.
Hidden Hammock says, wow, with the star face emoji.
I think it was a Kiwi sarcasm about Tirao. I think that's what it was.
Violet Zulu says, hi guys.
Hey Violet, how are you doing? How is it going for you in South Africa? How is the weather over there? Do you want to swap? Should we show you guys a little bit more the front again? We go back and forth a little bit.
We have Why in the World saying that Tai Hape has a good congregated iron gum boot.
Yeah, they do have a good one as well. Sadly, we're not going all the way to Tai Hape. We're stopping at just the forefront of Lake Toppo in the town of Toppo, and we are going to see some friends. What's the next comment? Oh, well, Putaruru here soon.
Yep. We are just passing Putaruru, which has a really awesome walk nearby, which, you know, we don't have time to do today. But if you guys are passing through this town, there is a little bit of a detour, short detour to the Blue Springs. Their full name, I will see the full name, I'm sure, on the signs on the way here. There's like a Maori name for it, which sounds way better.
But yeah, here's the entrance of Putaruru. You can see the sign is on the side of the road.
But if you want to check out a video of us doing the Putaruru Blue Springs, as it's kind of commonly known, then check out the video on YouTube, because we do the video on there as well. But yeah, this is basically the town where you turn off to go do the Blue Springs walk. Very, very nice. Okay. We
are 22 kilometers away from Tokora, which is where Extreme Talauta is. So yeah, and in Tokora we'll see some howling carvings, which are really awesome. So we'll show you those things. I hope that we'll be able to pass that bus, if possible, to get some better views soon. But you know, in the meantime, check out the rugby program of the St. Peter's Cambridge Rugby, whatever school.
Hidden Hammock says it's been an epic journey. Yeah, it has been a pretty epic journey so far.
We've enjoyed it so far. Can you believe we were successfully live for pretty much most of the time, right? There's been like only a couple of drops off so far. Let's touch some wood. Hopefully hopefully that'll be fine. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Why in the World says, if you guys do this between Wellington and Otaki,
Yeah.
a lot of orchids on the main road have unique model statues, artworks, and sculptures, etc.
Oh, that's cool.
But the traffic between Otaki and Levin sucks. Gridlock.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, so we're really enjoying doing that right now. I have to say, I'm having a blast, and it looks like it's working, right? So we actually may do that again, and I like the fact that we can swap cameras as well. We can show you what we see without too much hassle. It is really enjoyable. So I think we will do that again. I'm guessing I'm taking the first exit on the left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
State Highway 1 towards Tokoroa and Toppo.
Nice. Okay, what's the next comment?
Cheese tasting. The next comment.
Nice, tempting.
The next comment is,
if you guys were not here, I would go to cheese taste. I can tell you that.
We're committed to you guys today, so we're not doing any stops on this. Usually in a New Zealand road trip we take many stops, but this is a bit of an odd one for us, so we were like, okay, let's do the live session all the way down to Toppo and have some fun with you guys.
There you go. We finally get rid of the bus. We're finally going to get some good views.
Yeah, some good views of Putaruru.
Yeah, oh, we're about to exit the town very soon, so here you go.
Natasha says, when I did the Maori village tour in Rotorua, our bus driver started singing The Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round, and we noticed he was just repeating round and round over and over again. And then we realised he was going round and round and round about at least 5 times till the whole bus clued in, and we all started laughing. That's funny.
That is funny. I guess that's one of those when he did the pickup way faster than planned, and then when they arrive over there, everything is on the decent timing, you know. And so he can't show up too early, so he had to kill off some time. And he was like, let's see if anyone, if anyone catches what I'm doing. That's funny. All right, so we're slowly exiting the town of Putaruru. So again, this is still State Highway number 1 right here. So as we were saying, if you remember, about an hour, almost 2 hours ago, when we were on the State Highway 1 in Auckland, we're telling you it's going to become a little bit more gnarly as we progress, and as I'm saying that, it's getting really bouncy. But yeah, so this is still the same highway that we started it on, with like 4 different lanes. Now we're just 1 lane, and some a bit more rough terrain. So here you go. What's the next comment, Laura?
We have, I'm just reading the username, Monday, saying, have they gone through Pyroa already? Pyroa? No. So, we're not actually going through Pyroa.
No, we're not going through Pyroa today, sadly. We bypassed Pyroa. We're literally just sticking on State Highway 1 and going straight down. So sadly, no to Pyroa for today. But we went through Tirao just maybe about like 5 minutes ago. And we showed all the different corrugated structure, which were quite cool.
We've got the Timber Museum to our left now.
Yeah, you won't really be able to see it though because it's the wrong angle.
Yeah.
But you see a couple of shacks right here. That's the Timber Museum.
Let's see how much you can see. I'm quite interested. Look, there's some old machinery.
Yeah, here you go. That's on the left right now. You can see the New Zealand Timber Museum.
Wow.
There you go.
So what were we saying? So Pyroa is, we do have a video of us on the channel visiting Pyroa. So if you want to check out what it's like to go see the massive L&P bottle, and that's pretty much all we did there. We were fixing our camper van actually. Yeah. But we went and checked out the big sculpture of the Pyroa bottle, the L&P bottle, which is New Zealand's like local soft drink. Then check out the video on YouTube and you can see what that's like. We don't have time to visit it today, but we have visited already for you and filmed it.
So we'll get back to showing you the view in about 2 kilometers. Right now there is a couple of trucks in front of us, so it's not as good. But in 2 kilometers there is a passing lane. You always get some signs on the side of the road that tell you when the next passing lane is, when you're getting really impatient. Which we're not. We just want to pass the trucks in order to give you a good view. So yeah, in about 2 kilometers, we will take care of that for you guys and swap around.
We have Nick who is asking for tea and coffee orders with a question mark.
So Nick is our friend that is coming over. We're going to visit in Toppo. Nick, just so you know, we're not driving all the way to your place. We're going to drive all the way to the front of Lake Toppo, say goodbye to everybody, and then we'll drive to your place. So we'll respect your privacy.
Yeah, and we're not getting to the lakefront until 59 minutes.
Yeah, so Nick is UETA. 59 minutes until the lakefront, then we say goodbye, so that's going to be 5 minutes, and then we're going to your place. So you know that we're going to be at yours in about an hour and 10 minutes. I will get hot cocoa, please, since we've been talking about hot cocoa in this live session forever. Everybody was giving us recommendation. So if you have the Tararua hot cocoa or the Greg's hot cocoa, that's the two one that people are recommending me to try. So here you go. I'll get hot cocoa. Laura, what do you want?
I want a tea, please.
You don't want a coffee?
No, I'm feeling more like tea today.
Right.
But don't make it now. You can put the tea bag in the mug, but if you make it now, it will be too cold by the time we get there. So, yeah. Tea, please.
Tea, please. What's the next comment?
Okay, so after our tea and coffee orders, we've got Why in the World saying, are you going to stop through Pyroa? If so, stop at the L and P. So, yeah, we've already said that we're not today. Christina says 30 likes. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's probably. Oh, actually, we only see 29 where we are.
Maybe somebody retracted their
like. They're like, oh, I don't like those guys.
It's like,
so we have 29 likes, 13 viewers right now. It's pretty good for us. I mean, you guys know we're a really small channel, so we're pretty happy with that.
Yeah. We also have
30 likes. I can see it now.
Oh yeah, 30 likes. James says destination Wellington. No, not quite. We are going down to Lake Toppo today.
The great shores of Lake Toppo, not Wellington.
Yeah. So thankfully, because Auckland to Wellington, man,
that is a drive.
That is a long drive. We would really try to avoid doing that all in one day.
But if we were, that would be an epic live session. But I would not have voices anymore.
No. We've already nearly finished our water supply just talking to you guys.
Yeah. Actually, can I get some of the pipe?
Yes. So look, we've got a little camelback where we could just sip some water through there. But that was 3 litres full, and that's nearly done. And we have 2 water bottles as well. I might have to go.
This is pretty much almost empty. The camelback is almost empty. Laura's water bottle is almost empty. And we still have an hour to go. We may have to stop for a refill somewhere. We may have to figure something out.
It's thirsty work talking for 3 hours.
Maybe we have to stop at Extreme Talenta's place and ask for a refill of water. Okay.
Let's have
so we did pass the truck, by the way. So yeah, we could show you some more view, except that we're back and behind another truck. But maybe we'll swap and we'll show you the views a little bit as we keep on talking. So we're still around, but we're gonna show you the view now.
We have Why in the World saying, hard to get a parking around the L&P bottle. You can pick lemons from the trees.
Yeah, I noticed that there is some citrus fruit around the L&P bottle, but they were not ripe last time we passed through. So, but I did notice them. Oh, there's some horses. You guys see the horses under the tree? That was quite nice.
Oh.
Okay, what else is up?
We have Nathan saying, just an update on the weather here in Toppo. Clear skies now at the moment. Thank you, Nathan.
Clear sky. I like it. So we have Nick getting our drinks ready. We have this Nathan keeping an eye up on the sky. I feel welcome in Toppo. I love that.
Yeah. And then
I can't believe Nick just showed
Nick says gotcha. he knows where to find us.
I really can't believe that he was there. That's so funny.
And then Why in the World says, what about the McDonald's plane in Toppo? Go to the McDonald's plane.
Yeah, so we'll probably drive through Toppo, so we probably will see the McDonald's plane, then we drive on the side, and I have a plan. We probably will show you the McDonald's plane.
It will go through the centre of town. Then go that way to get to the lakefront, so you can see the plane, the famous McDonald's plane. And then we have James saying maca tea and at coffee in the plane.
Yeah, we're not going to get tea and coffee at McDonald's. That just doesn't sound good. That just sounds terrible, guys. I don't know. Do you guys eat at McDonald's often? I feel like the rocky cliff on the side is looking quite nice. Yeah, do you guys eat at McDonald's quite often? I feel like out of all the fast food chain, that's my least favorite. If I had to rank them, I think McDonald's would be all the way at the bottom compared to all the other one. Like I'd pick what? Carl's Jr., Wendy's, Burger King, even KFC. I'd pick everything else above McDonald's, I think, right now. There's another Fonterra big factory on the side, but we barely see it. But we already saw one one before, so we don't really have to point it out, but it's a bit too far offshore, off-road, let's say. All right, what's next?
Victoria says, that's why I'm breaking my trip up to Picton over 2 days. No way am I driving like 7 or 8 hours to Wellington in one go.
So where did you say you're stopping, Victoria? Where's your, like, where do you decide to break it off? Are you stopping in, what, Palmerston North or Toppo or Turengi? Or I'm going to attempt to pass right now in order to give us a better view. So yeah, just making sure that I'm not respecting the speed limit as I pass though. I'm going to try to clear those trucks so you guys can see something really nice. I usually rarely pass, so that's why I'm focusing really hard right now, and I look really awkward. That's really not something I usually do.
This is how you do a passing lane if you want to pass someone.
Yes, wait for the passing lane, you do it nicely, you do it, you know, you're not being crazy, but here you go, now we get some really nice view until someone passes me. But now we're going to get some really epic views for you guys. Okay, what's next in the comments?
Well, we have Telmo saying, guys, shower took. Now going to bed. Tomorrow there are lots of work. It's almost midnight.
Oh, wow. So yeah, by the time we arrive in Lake Toppo, it's going to be about 1 a.m. for you or a little bit later. So you may not want to do that. So yeah, have a good night, Telmo. Thank you very much for popping in. That's nice.
Sleep tight.
Yeah.
We have, where are we? We have Victoria saying, McDonald's is trash. I do like their frozen Cokes though.
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
And then,
they're different. Like, to be fair, to be quite honest, I never had the frozen Coke in my life. So are they different from like a different fast food chain, or are they always the same?
Telmo was saying goodbye to Jonathan, and then Victoria says Lake Toppo first, then Wellington before the ferry.
Nice. So you're spending a night in Toppo?
Yeah, that's what she's saying. Lake Toppo first, then Wellington before the ferry.
Nice.
And then she says, sorry, I feel like I'm spamming the chat.
No, cool,
not at all.
Hey, Victoria, there's 13 people watching, right? We always do like really small live sessions, you know, like we don't have that many viewers in every live session. So we get plenty of time for everybody, you know. You basically take a 13th of our time, and it's absolutely okay. We like hanging out with you. On top of it, that's kind of like one of your first time showing up, you know, so we got to get to know each other a little bit, because we do like to remember everybody, and we like it.
Telmo is also saying good night to Hidden Hammock, and then James says 8 hours is a heck of a long trip. I've done Queenstown to Blenheim in one go, and I'll never do that again.
Oh, that sounds like the absolute worst.
Yeah.
Queenstown to Blenheim.
Yeah, that is a long drive. There's a lot of really long drives on the South Island, so people really need to bear that in mind when planning their itineraries, that drives can be quite long and they can be quite tiring as well, and you don't want to spend most of your time in New Zealand feeling exhausted.
It's quite important to be able to have to have a nice sound mind when you enjoy New Zealand, because otherwise you feel just exhausted about your trip, and that's good for work trips, you know. Like as we mentioned, we're really exhausted about our work trip, but yeah, it's because it's a work trip, it's okay. But if you're taking a holiday and you're spending that much money to take a holiday in New Zealand, you know, like just make sure
make sure that you're also enjoying your time as well, and not trying to cram too much in. Say you only have 2 weeks to drive yourself around New Zealand, then you might just want to stick to one island. But how people usually, if they do want to cram in as much as possible, then maybe it's worth considering taking the bus or doing one of the bus tours around New Zealand. That way, you know, you can get some rest while you're on the drive, and you know, you have the driver guide that is doing all the hard work basically, and you get to relax. So when people come for just a couple of weeks, that's usually how they manage to see as much of the country as possible by leaving the driving to someone else on the bus tours.
Very true. Do you guys, does everybody enjoy the fact that we're swapping between our faces and the drive, or would you like us to just keep it to the drive for the whole time, or you're happy with the switch? Like, let us know as well, right? We do this live session for you guys as well, so make sure that everybody is kind of voicing in their opinion right here. Know if we need to keep on swapping a little bit to give you some variety, or if you want it to be straight on for the whole time.
Yeah.
What else do we have in the
Let
live
us
chat?
know. Telma was saying goodnight to pretty much everyone on the live chat.
Okay, we'll
so
let
do
that pass. Yeah, Telma is being very polite.
And then Tasha says, I'm not ashamed to say that McDonald's is my weakness and I love it.
Really? I think the only thing I like in McDonald's is the McFlurry. Everything else I don't like it at all. I've never found a burger in McDonald's that I actually enjoy. Like the Big Mac is, I don't know why that thing exists. It's awful. It's mostly bread.
And James says that he's a sucker for a Macca's coffee.
Oh yeah? So their coffee is decent.
I think I've had a McDonald's coffee once.
Oh yeah?
At the Auckland airport.
Was it the McDonald's coffee or a McCafe coffee?
I'm not sure.
That was
it was a coffee from McDonald's, and I remember that like it was cheaper to get a large coffee compared to a small one, but that just means they add more milk. They don't add more coffee shots to it, so it kind of just tasted really watered down, and it wasn't that great.
That did you try to be a cheapskate? Cheapskate?
No, it actually
cheapskate.
Cheapskate, and that was actually you encouraging me to get that. You were like, "Why don't you just get the big one if it's cheaper?"
Was it me?
Yeah.
Wow, that must have been one. Oh yeah, that was when we went to Fiji or something, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so. Victoria said, I would normally fly to Blenheim to get to Picton, but I'm trying to reduce my risk of getting COVID pre my hike and flying back because it's a long trip to drive both ways.
Yeah, and that makes sense. You know, you're going to be locked in your car just by yourself or with just one person that you know and trust. It's definitely going to be safer than being in a plane. We were obviously in a plane since we're driving back from the international airport. So we're in a plane, and I have to say, pretty much everybody was like wearing their mask on their chin. They were wearing chin diapers more than actually masks. And so, yeah, here you go.
We are now approaching Tokoroa.
Nice little wooden frame, a nice little carved frame right here. And we're about to see the howling poles of Tokoroa. Why are there the howling poles, Laura?
I actually don't know why they're called the howling
Because
poles.
they look like they're howling and they make the noise in the wind.
Oh,
there you go.
I didn't know that.
So let's have a look at those poles. I hope I'm not making that up, but I think I'm right.
Yeah. So for any of you guys who are regular comers to our live session, and you've seen Extreme Talauta is putting usually says Morena to us.
You're going to see them on the side, so it's going to be on your right side right now. You can see the McDonald's sign just between the McDonald's sign and the road. Can you see some carved poles right here? I'm slowing down quite a lot right now for you to see them. So there's some carved pole on the side right here. There's a worker and there's some poles. Here you go. So those are some really popular structures to take photos of when in Tokoroa. And yeah, that's make the town quite famous actually.
Yeah.
Aside from that, there is obviously a lot of fast food and a lot of gas station because it's on the main highway 1, state highway 1. So here you go. You guys are seeing Tokoroa. So every time I say hi to Extreme Talauta all the way from Tokoroa, this is the place where he lives. This is his hometown, and yeah.
And it's usually a good. It's usually actually we regularly stop here when we're doing long drives between Auckland and like around the Toppo area because it's usually like it's about a good hour or a couple of. Is it about an hour into the drive? And yeah, it has like a bunch of cafes. It has some fast food restaurants as well when you want some naughty fast food. So it's usually a very well positioned pit stop when taking that long trip.
Right, here you go. That was Tokoroa. So we're going to switch back to our faces. And breaking news, we are 65 kilometers away from Toppo. So the end is near. The end is near for us hanging out all together.
And Natasha says, I like the switch. So she likes the
cool.
switch.
Switching back and forth. Nice. That's cool. We always do like to add variety to our live session, but sometimes maybe you guys can be like, oh no, I don't like it and everything. But that's why I set it up with some variety in there. What's up else in the comments?
Victoria says, also enjoying the Switch, though it's a little fuzzy on my TV.
Oh, wow, you're watching us on the TV. Yeah, I guess the quality must be... I think the quality is meant to be on the phone, like it's really, really on the go. But yeah, we may have... Victoria, if you decide to stick with us and actually watch our Sunday live session and be more of a regular viewer, we may be getting fiber soon. So thanks to our Patreon subscribers, they help us afford like much better internet, and the fiber is going to be available to us very soon in where we live, and so we may come to you guys in HD at some point.
At some point.
Yeah, at some point, pending HD trials. I'm gonna have to do some trials to make sure it works. I'll do those trials in private, so you guys are not panicking too much. 12 viewers right now, 32 likes. I think 37 likes is the highest amount of likes we've ever got in the live session, if I remember correctly. So, wow, we're getting really close to that. Maybe the secret is to stay live until you get more than 37 likes. Maybe that's what it is. But yeah, thank you so much for everybody that actually took a second out of the day to hit that like button. It actually does mean a lot to Lorena, so that's really cool.
Yeah. We have Jonathan is saying, I am happy swapping.
Yeah,
so
okay, so everybody likes the swapperoo between all the different views. That's nice.
And James says, is there much going on in Tokoroa? They're a timber town.
Yeah.
So the carved poles are a cool representation of the town.
Yeah. So in Tokoroa there's a cool board gaming group. If you are into board gaming, there is a golf course. Like pretty much everywhere in New Zealand,
there's a scenic lookout on the way, like on the sort of northern end of town. There's a scenic lookout, so you could go and have a picnic up there. Robin and I, he will not remember this, but we did stop there once for a picnic. It's not the best scenic lookout.
How do you know I wouldn't remember it? Can you swap?
Because it was so long ago. It was like, it was
nice little bridge. Sorry, there was a little too late through the bridge, but nice fun bridge.
It was during living in Auckland days.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we did stop at the scenic lookout, but it is just like a picnic bench under a tree and mildly okay views. But I mean, this is New Zealand, so you often, compared to some of the scenic lookouts you see around the rest of New Zealand, it doesn't rank very high. But hey, I'm a sucker for a scenic lookout. I like it. It's a good excuse to stop and take some photos. So why the hell not?
Okay, so we're enjoying some more farm site on the outskirts of the town of Tokoroa as we're making our way. We are closing into Toppo. It's almost a final stretch. We have about 60 kilometers to go.
44 minutes.
44 minutes to stay alive with you guys.
I have put the GPS to the Toppo McDonald's so that you guys don't miss that on the way in. It seems to be the thing that everybody wants to see, and you'll also get to see the hashtag Love Toppo sign as we drive back up to the lakefront. Yeah. And then we'll park up at the lakefront and say goodbye to you guys. But that isn't until another 44 minutes, so stick around until then.
Yes, and again, in that stretch of road, we are getting really in the countryside right now, so we may drop out. The connection may drop out, but we will reconnect right here on this same very live stream. So don't close the tab. Just keep refreshing, and our apologies for the technical difficulties in case that happens. Not sure that's going to happen, but just in case, I'm just planning for the worst right here and I'm letting you know.
I think it would be safe to assume that may happen at some point on this stretch of road.
But that did stress somebody. We were 13 viewers, somebody's like, no, I can't handle the stress right here. And then left.
James says he likes the swapping as well. Like, yeah, the swapping is nice. And then Victoria says, I don't think I'm awake for your regular lives at the weekend. I'll try one weekend though. Yeah, it's 8 a.m. New Zealand time. So it depends if you're a party girl, Victoria. But we won't blame you that if you can't handle your booze on the Saturday night, you are still in bed at 8 a.m. on Sundays. But it's okay. We forgive you. We know it's an early one, but and you can always watch the replays. No one is obligated to actually watch us live. It's just a good way to actually come and get your questions answered live. But as you all know, you can always put your questions in the comment section of any of our YouTube videos, and we'll get back to you with that. So we always answer all the questions that we can on YouTube anyway, whether you join us live or not.
Look at those views, by the way. Isn't it amazing? It looks like so good. Laura, you keep on pressing that button.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. It's
yeah, that's okay. But yeah, look at those views, guys. It's just so good. I'm just enjoying the hills, the trees, the sky. I'm just loving it. This State Highway 1, they leave us big time. What are we having next in the comments?
Anthony says, stay safe, but I'm going to try to stay until the end, but I have to go to work, so I'll be listening mostly.
All right, Anthony. Well, it's nice that you're trying to stick around. Again, there's 45-minute drive plus let's say there's less than an hour left, right? So even if you can make it to the end, it's also not a hard rewatch. And also, we're talking just a lot of nonsense, so I don't think it's necessary rewatch. We're just enjoying the views. But I remember, Anthony, you asking us to do some videos of hikes, with just the camera pointing forward for the whole hike. I guess that we're giving you a bit of a road trip too, so I'm pretty sure this is right up your alley and it's something quite enjoyable to you. So there you go. Look at that vista. So many layers of enjoyment, so many layers of green. I love it. What is up next?
Hidden Hammock says with a plane emoji saying look awesome.
Oh yeah.
Someone is excited to see the McDonald's plane of Toppo.
We're just going to drive by. I'm just saying it. I'm just setting expectation right. We're just going to drive by. We're not going to go inside the McDonald's because we just explained how much we don't like the McDonald's. So here you go.
Yeah, we'll just drive it by it on the outside.
Yeah.
And you get to see it quickly.
There you go. Should we swap back to our faces to have a bit of IT? Or?
Of course we can, Robin. We don't have any more comments for the time being.
That's okay, nobody likes us.
Or maybe we just haven't received them yet because of, data and all that. So if we haven't read your comments so far, then maybe we're just waiting for YouTube to send it through.
Yeah, that's not that we don't love you guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes it's a little bit too slow. We are about to arrive to another passing lane, and I don't know if you can see behind us, there's a four-wheel drive which has been really close to me for the whole time. So finally, it can piss off. And I shouldn't say those words on YouTube, but it was just way too close to us in the back. I hate the fact that people are, is it called tailgating?
Tailgating.
People are tailgating so much in New Zealand, and I've been at 100 kilometers an hour. I'm literally respecting the speed limit. There's no need for me to be able to literally see your eyes behind me. There's no need for that. So here you go. I'm glad that this person passed. Should we swap now? We can show the view that we're about to go downhill. You're going to see some great vistas. And there's some new comment. Look at that. Look at the view from above, guys. Look at how many layers of mountains we can see.
James says, have you been on the dough boats in Toppo?
Oh, the donut boats.
Pizza on the lake, and it's really cool.
Yeah. So we haven't been personally on the dough boats, but the donut boats, but we have some friends that went on there, and we actually went right in front of the lake, and we saw people going in there. It looks fun. Yeah, it looks like a bit of a gimmick, let's be honest. But we've been on the lake many times, and also because we live near Lake Toppo, we do have multiple friends that have a boat already. So our way to enjoy the lake is to usually go with our friends' boats. Literally before this trip that we're coming back from, we went trout fishing with one of our neighbors on the lake. So yeah, we definitely have done a lot of exploration of the Lake Toppo, but we haven't been on the donut boats yet.
Yeah.
Have you been? That's more important.
Yeah.
If you're asking, is it because you have been?
Is this a recommendation, or is this just for curiosity?
And also Nathan Bath is watching right now, I think, and he's in Toppo as well. Nathan, have you been on the donut boat or not yet?
Yeah.
What else is in the comments?
Nothing else is in the comments right now.
Nothing else.
We're just having a quick water break as you guys are enjoying the view of the road. We're just taking some water.
How? I'm literally struggling to stay at 100. Okay, guys. Right now, I'm at 105 kilometers an hour, so I'm technically speeding because we're going downhill, and I'm struggling at braking to not go too fast. And this guy literally found a way to pass me. I do understand why Kiwis like to drive so fast. Enjoy the sceneries. Look at what you're looking at. How crazy is it that you want to actually go faster? Enjoy the views.
Enjoy, guys. Enjoy.
Yeah. Look at that. We're about to unveil another mega views, because as we're getting downhill, you get the best views. So usually, it's a quick trick, by the way, if you are filming or planning on filming your trip, make sure that when you go downhill, when you go uphill, make sure you prepare your camera and start filming when you go downhill. And this is when you're going to get the best views, because you get to see more in there. So yeah, it's a pretty simple and well-known trick. But yeah, just know that.
James Lowe says that he went for his birthday and he enjoyed it.
Nice, James. Where did James say he was from?
I I don't know where James said he was
I think
from.
James said he was somewhere in Dargaville. Was it him that was in Dargaville?
Is that not Hidden Hammock?
No, Hidden Hammock is somewhere in Northland as well. But I think James is in Dargaville. Do you go? Am I correct, James?
Yeah, sorry if we've forgotten.
Yeah. But if you say you were in Dargaville, that's a bit of a trip. But I mean, if it's your birthday.
I mean, yeah, treat yourself.
Everybody's coming back right now as we're getting closer to Lake Toppo. 16 viewers, look at that. So everybody's coming back because you know we're about to reach amazing Lake Toppo. 32 like. I appreciate that. If any of you guys haven't hit the like button yet, feel free to treat yourself to a bit of a like. Alright, we're going to swap back to our faces a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, not for too long. Because the views are getting even grander right now. Not just to our faces, to our Laura's forehead.
Yeah. When I have to squint to the comments.
Yeah.
Sorry that you have to have such a view of my face every time I'm reading the comments, but hey, I can't do anything else about it. So we have James saying that he's actually from Hawke's Bay.
Hawke's Bay. Oh, sorry, James. My apologies for that.
I do remember him saying that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry about it.
So I remember someone told us they were from Hawke's Bay, like at some point.
Yeah, but that's much less of a drive. If it's Hawke's Bay, it's much less of a drive than Dargaville all the way to Toppo. That would have been a trek and a half. Let's be honest.
So we're continuing on the road to Toppo.
So right now we are in front of an intersection that will send us to Rotorua. I know that you guys would love to see Rotorua, but that's going to have to be for another time. We're going to have to slow down. Some people are being a little bit reckless on the road. Okay, that is sorted. It's okay. Everybody is safe. That's why I drive slower than everybody else. So do like to make sure
Robin is keeping the road safe.
Exactly.
So we're 45 kilometers from Toppo and 110 kilometers from Te Kuiti, which is the sheep shearing capital of New Zealand.
Yeah, that's a random one to put and not other ones.
Yeah,
okay.
It's kind of close to the Waitomo Caves. If anybody was going that way, which a lot. Yeah, Te Kuiti is so like the towns are Otorohanga. That's it. Otorohanga. Then you have to turn off.
Wow, that is so cheap here.
This is always the cheapest petrol station.
No. That is so annoying. That's like 20 cents cheaper than what we paid.
That's always the cheapest.
That's always the cheapest. I always forget about these girls because I hate taking it the other way.
Yeah, it creeps up on you, that one.
Yeah. It's so annoying.
Anyway. That was a live disappointment reaction to seeing that there were cheaper fuel prices to the fuel station that we went to just before. Although we did know that fuel station was there.
I forgot about it, to be fair. My brain is fried right now. What's going on in the comments?
I think it's just literally everyone's plane.
Well, there's otherwise we've got half an hour of silence, and I don't know if that's going to be quite fun. But in the meantime, we're going to keep swapping from our faces to the views and showing you a little bit of what's in front of us. Where there's a lot of forestry in the moment. At the moment, there's a lot of forestry around the Toppo area. So you're going to see a lot of pine forests. They are not native of New Zealand, but they are a big part of what the local iwis, which are the Maori tribes, are using the land for. So the land was bare, or burnt, and rather than planting native forest, they're doing a lot of forestry here in order to make money off timber. Timber is a really big business in the area. Is there more comments happening right now? The viewers are dropping quite a lot. We're down to only 10 people.
Jonathan saying maybe you were thinking of me as I am in the Dargaville area.
Jonathan, yes. Sorry. So I confused James and Jonathan together. I apologize for that. So Jonathan is in Dargaville and James is in Hawke's Bay. I need to remember that. I always try to remember where people are from. Just because we're just such a small knit.
Hammock is confirming his location. He says, my current location is in Ohakura Bay, Whangaruru, Northland.
There you go. So he's in Northland. I knew you were in Northland. You hidden hammock, I didn't forget. I don't know why. It's the silly ninja emojis all the time. If you added the emoji to anything you tell me, pretty much sure I'm going to remember it.
Victoria says, I have a question. What is your opinion? What in your opinion do you think is the most underrated place in New Zealand and the most overrated place?
Oh, that's a good one. Should we swap to our faces like that so you have our face reactions right here? Okay, so I'm gonna get started with my most underrated place in New Zealand, and I'll go quite large actually. I'm gonna say New Zealand third island, Stewart Island. I feel like so many Kiwis haven't gone there, and it's just such an amazing bird sanctuary. There's Ulva Island just off the shore of it. It's so cool, and I feel like it's left off so many international travelers' itinerary because of lack of time. You know, it takes quite a fair amount of time and effort to get there, and also a lot of Kiwis just haven't been there because they rather go from cities to cities, and I feel like it's so underrated. So I'll go for that. That's my most underrated town. And obviously my opinion changes from time to time, but that's my most underrated town. What about yours?
Most underrated for me is actually a town that I don't think you can actually get to at the moment because of the recent storms and stuff. But it's Karamea, which is at the top of the west coast of the South Island. And the reason I think it is amazing to go to is because it's in close proximity to the Opara Arches, which is a series. Well, there's the main Opara Arch, which is the biggest limestone archway in Australasia. It's huge, and I won't give you specific measurements right now, but it's huge. You can check out the measurements on the website nzvloggerguide.com or our video of us visiting it, which we have on the channel. So yeah, the Opara Arches are really amazing. There's different caves to explore. It's really off the beaten track. It's really underrated. So yeah, that's why today I think that's going to be my choice. If you're asking me another day though, I'm probably something else would spring to mind. For the most overrated places,
we're about to swap the camera, not because we don't want to show our faces, but just because we are about to arrive on top of a hill, so then we show you all the view. Okay, so most overrated. Do you want me to go first?
Yes.
My most overrated place is going to be Queenstown. I usually pick Queenstown just because it's super expensive, and I really don't get what all the fuss is about. For me, Queenstown is that 2-day trip. All the activities are just more expensive than it should be, and yeah, it's just hard to park. The whole vibe in the town is just like, I don't know. I'm not gelling with Queenstown. So for me, it's too overrated. Like everybody act like it's next big thing after Hot Fudge, and then they're just wrong. So it's my opinion, obviously, but I feel like Queenstown is my most overrated. Again, just an opinion. I feel like it doesn't validate whatever your feelings are about Queenstown whatsoever, but it's just one man's opinion from one man's experience in Queenstown, and many experiences in Queenstown actually, but it's just one man's opinion. Yeah. What would be your overrated?
Well, my choice is actually next door to Queenstown. I don't think Queenstown is I don't fully share the same opinion as you, Robin, because I feel like it is a really happening, vibrant town that a lot of stuff is, you know, it's very buzzing. Like Queenstown is quite awesome for its own way, but once you've been there once or twice, it's one of those towns you tend to not want to keep going back to. But my overrated town is actually Wanaka, because it's got such a it gained so much popularity through social media, and it gained so much popularity through social media, and what people mainly know for is its views of seeing like that Wanaka tree, and just basically a few odd shots around the lake. But what
choice?
Yeah.
As we are all back, apologies for the. As I said, we will always come back even if we go out. And while we actually somebody clicked like, so we have 33 likes. That's pretty epic. I love it. Thank you so much for a lovely person that did that. We don't see the name, but one person did that. So Laura was just saying that you were just recapping. You were just saying there's not enough to do in Wanaka, basically.
Yeah, basically Wanaka is very overrated, but there isn't actually a crazy amount of stuff to do there. I just think it has this, it looks pretty, but maybe there isn't enough substance behind it. It's not pretty on the inside. It's pretty on the outside, not completely pretty on the inside.
Interesting. All right, so that was our most overrated and underrated. In the section with the lot of
A lot of hills.
hills right here, so it's very hilly. Up here, so we're gonna go. Questions. Let's go to the comments.
So we have.
Thanks to the 9 of you guys that stayed around. As mentioned, we will always come back if we're live. We will always come back if the internet allows.
Nathan says, "I'm watching this live stream at home near Cherry Island."
Near Cherry Island.
Cherry
Nathan.
Island. What
Where
is
is Cherry Island? Is it in New Zealand? No.
Nathan is.
Is it Nathan Bay?
Yeah, from Toppo. Is there a Cherry Island in Toppo?
What? Okay.
Tell us more. Maybe we don't know Toppo enough. If we don't know what Cherry Island is.
Yeah.
Victoria says, "I actually went to Stewart Island in brackets Ulva Island after watching one of your videos about it.
Oh, good on you, Victoria. Did you enjoy it?
And definitely want to go back because I didn't give it enough time."
I'm so glad that happened, Victoria. Please tell people that it worked and that we actually got you to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice. Thank you so much, Victoria. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Laura often named Ulva Island one of her favorite places in the entire country. So
it was it is like seeing what I imagine. It's like seeing New Zealand, like really back in time before human migration. Well, obviously there's a walking trail through the island, so not quite, but it just feels like really prehistoric, and it's really awesome.
Maybe you can do the
Rakira track.
Do you want to swap the view?
Yes.
All right, let's go through the rest of the comments.
We have. I'm just trying to read their username. It's quite sunny, so our manual, it might say, saying which region is the best value for money?
Oh.
Which region?
Value for money?
Southland.
Yeah, Southland for sure. Southland's the best region for value for money for sure, mate. Here you go. Here's your answer. The biggest town over there is Invercargill.
We also have. Hidden Hammock said, "I got lost on Stewart Island when I was 9 years old." Oh.
How long did you get lost for? I mean, there's a story behind that. Can we please get the story?
Have you been back since? Or was it more traumatizing for you? Now we have Victoria saying, "Totally agree about Queenstown. It's nice, but so many other places around the country are worthy of a visit. Not that they are. Sorry, I might.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And also, I feel like in Queenstown you will spend more money than in most places, and I just and I don't see we were just talking about value for money. I don't see the value of spending the money in Queenstown over there.
Yeah.
So what else do we have?
We have
we're about to see a nice view, guys. Look at that, we're on top of a hill.
James says the most underrated is Palmerston North. They don't deserve all the flack they get.
That's true. That's true.
Most overrated, I'd go with Tauranga. The mount went viral on Instagram and now it feels too crowded. Also, Queenstown is overrated.
Yeah, here you go. I'm glad you agree. I also agree with you on Tauranga. I agree. A lot of people go over there just for that Insta shot. Meh.
Yeah.
Just meh.
Victoria says, "Think my underrated would be Lake Tekapo. There isn't a lot to do there, but it's a fantastic place to base yourself, to visit the place around like Fairlie/Geraldine, etc. Most overrated with either Queenstown or Tauranga. Even though I'm from Tauranga, it's pretty lame these days."
Okay, interesting. Well, I wouldn't say Tekapo is underrated because pretty much every tourist, or at least international tourist, stops there. So for that reason, I'm not feeling like I would put that as an underrated. But obviously, again, the fact that I'm responding to your opinion does not mean I'm invalidating it, right? I just mean I'm just adding to the conversation, and that is it. I respect your opinion, and I agree. A lot of people don't give enough time to Lake Tekapo. But yeah, I think that a lot of tourists are stopping there for sure.
She also said, "Oh, and Lake Tekapo, it's just absolutely stunning. The lake colours are just so beautiful, and it's peaceful and quiet."
Nice.
We also have Charlie saying, "Where are you now?"
Hey, Charlie Lempton, is that correct? That's your
Yes.
last name? Yeah, I remember. Look at that. I remember your last name, mate. How good is that? We are literally about to arrive in Toppo, so we were live all the way from, almost all the way from the Auckland International Airport, and we're driving back down to Lake Toppo. So we'll pass right in front of the McDonald's in an airplane, because everybody has been asking to see that. Mind you, everybody has been asking to see that, but we had 70 people watching. Now we only have 8. So,
so most of them are probably
pretty
left.
much everybody left. But yeah, so we will pass in front of the McDonald's with an airplane. We're going to stop right in front of the lake. We're going to say goodbye, and that's going to be the end of that live session. But there is still another about 20 minutes. Is that correct?
18 minutes.
18. Yeah, you see, I was close now. So there's still about 20 minutes until that happens. So we are all hanging out in the meantime. And yeah, do you want to swap around to our faces, maybe?
Yeah, let's not look at these trucks.
Yeah, there's too many trucks in front. So let's get back to our faces.
Going on for it, especially
You know, up top. So you are a short road trip away from a lot of really awesome stuff. So
yeah.
I don't think Hastings is too bad, actually. Let's not trash Hastings too much. I don't mind it. And also, like.
Oh, we're back.
So
she
Kiwis
said,
don't go there, at least not now anyway.
well, Auckland does anyway. They seem to always flock to Queenstown/Wanaka. I might also be biased, as my sister is there and works in tourism. I won't say where, so you don't work it out. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Oh well, if you want to put us in touch with your sister, maybe we can work together and do some fun stuff. But yeah.
We can make Queenstown and Wanaka an underrated town once again. Because right now it's overrated. And it needs to be reined in, and we'll make it back to underrated, and then it'll be cool again. It'll be hip.
How do you make a town quaint again?
Yeah, well, I don't know if there's any case studies about this, but maybe we could give it a go.
All right, so we are down to 10 viewers only as we're about to arrive in Toppo. So tell your friends and families that we're about to arrive. So this live session will end in about, let's say, 25 to 30 minutes. This live session will end, so you are literally witnessing the epic finally of arriving in Lake Toppo. We're gonna see a McDonald's hiding inside an airplane. We're gonna see a massive social media bag, and then we're gonna see the beautiful Lake Toppo. And if you guys don't know, Lake Toppo has been named New Zealand's most beautiful town by random surveys that they do in New Zealand World newspaper. Honestly, this holds no water whatsoever in my book, but that was the news not that long ago. What else do we have in the comment, Laura?
We have Charlie saying most underrated is New Plymouth for sure, and the most overrated is Tauranga.
Oh wow, hey, look at all of you guys, all of the Kiwis are agreeing right here. The most overrated is Tauranga. That's interesting.
Yeah, but I think I kind of agree with that.
No, I do agree too. Yeah, I just find it interesting that
New Plymouth is really awesome. That's a really cool town. And it's a little bit, it is a bit off the beaten track because it's off the main highway. You gotta take quite a detour to get there, but if you do have the time, it's definitely worth getting over there. The town itself is so artsy. There is quite a lot to do, and everyone's really nice and welcoming there. So yeah, go check out New Plymouth.
There you go. And also I find it quite rare that we are on the internet and people are agreeing with each other. I mean, like, how often does that happen?
Hidden Hammock says, so he's talking about his traumatic experience in Stewart Island.
Oh yeah.
Saying, I got split up from my father while exploring the forest. I followed a trickle of water which led to a stream, which led to a river, which led to the ocean, which led me straight to my search party. Well, there you go. At least you got to your search party.
Yeah, so how long was the whole ordeal lasting for? Okay, next comment.
Victoria says, sorry, I meant so you don't feel like I'm plugging her work unsolicited, and she works in Lake Tekapo. Sorry for the lag in the comments from me. That's all right.
No worries.
We get there eventually.
Is she working for where? What if it's in Toppo? She's working for the hot springs, for Earth and Sky, or for what's the other thing over there? It's pretty big. What's the name of that accommodation place? Like where everybody stays? It's on tip of my tongue. Anyway.
Well, the holiday park.
Yeah, no. The other place, like the hotel stuff. Anyway, I can't remember. But yeah, there's the holiday park too, the electric couple holiday park. So there you go.
James says, enjoy Toppo.
Oh, are you leaving us, James? Everybody is leaving us. We're about to, like, you know,
the grand finale.
Yeah, I know. It's like, who stops a movie when the final battle is about to start, guys? What's up with that?
Nathan is saying about Cherry Island. Cherry Island is near the bungee down along the river. Oh.
What?
Is it actually an island, or is it just like a place along the river that
is it a shop? Is it a cafe?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm so confused by your statement, James. Oh, sorry, Nathan. I'm so confused.
Victoria says she actually owns accommodation there, but yeah, she works closely with the local businesses too to help with the local tourism.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, well, if you want to put us in touch, we can always chit chat, and maybe we can put it on the NZ Pocket Guide website and everything like that. So yeah, feel free to put us in touch if you feel like it.
We have Charlie saying, have you been to Masterton?
We have been to Masterton.
Briefly been to Masterton. Yeah. What do you want to know about it? It's mainly, the main thing about Masterton is that it's close to lots of vineyards, wineries, so you could go do cycling tours around the wineries, or drive yourself and do responsible, have a designated driver, or just do the tasting, so you spit out the wine type thing. Or you could just go visit a winery for...
Or you can do the tasting without spitting the wine and get absolutely hammered.
Yeah, if you're a passenger. Or they do driving tours to the amongst the wineries as well. So that's the main thing to do in Masterton. But then nearby you can go and do... One of the things that I like to do, it's maybe a little bit of a drive from Masterton, but go down to Cape Palliser, where you can go up to the lighthouse, you can go to the Putangarua Pinnacles, which is a Lord of the Rings filming location. That's one of my favourite things to do near Masterton, but yeah, that's still quite a drive away.
Yes.
Robin's going to...
I'm just overtaking a big truck so I can show you some nice views as we're arriving in Toppo.
And I just don't want to lean forward when you're overtaking.
Yeah. All right. As you can tell, I'm not a fast driver, so I don't like to do that. But there is a car which is about to pass me yet again. So.
And when you're overtaking, you could maybe go off eco mode so it has more torque.
Yeah, that's true. That's a smart move. We should have done that before. Anyway, we can show you the view now.
Here's
Must
the
be
view.
The wine.
Oh, here's the view.
There you go.
Anthony says, I'm still here till
Toppo is on the side.
Ooh,
Anthony says, I'm still here till the end. Nice.
Okay, thanks for sticking with us this long, Anthony. That's a very long time.
Yeah, Victoria as well.
3 hours and 8 minutes we've been on. So we have Christina saying, enjoying this till the end. I'm a night hawk and can't sleep yet.
Nice.
Oh well, we will be at our destination. Well, actually, we'll be at the McDonald's airplane in 11 minutes, and then we'll just have a couple of minutes as we drive to the lakefront after that.
And then we'll say goodbye for the lake. Speaking of night owl, I noticed that when I was posting on the Patreon Facebook group, like some videos as we were traveling for the last 2 weeks, I noticed that I posted all the videos, and then people were only liking or commenting on it like 10 hours later. So I feel like we were even further away time-wise, which was quite interesting. Victoria as well stayed here for almost the whole 3 hours. So yeah, it's pretty cool. If you guys are watching this a replay, or if you're watching it live right now, you haven't hit like yet, just give Laura a like, man. She's been doing a tremendous job. She's giving me direction. She's reading all your comments on a tiny screen. She's changing the camera from time to time. She's been doing absolutely epic. So yeah, make sure to give Laura a bit of a like right here, because honestly, what a trooper today. Anyway, let's speak about... No, that's even worse. Go back over there.
Well, just as he was giving me praises, he took the wrong turn.
Oh, yeah?
I was doing this to show you to go right.
Ah, well.
Never mind, we'll take the next one.
I can do a U-turn. I'll do a U-turn for you guys.
Wait, no, there's another way. No, you can still go another way. It's fine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Just, I'll talk over you next time.
Nice. Sorry about that. You did point. You did tell me. I had the information. I was just wrong.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's entirely my fault. What is happening in the comments?
Well...
Are people mocking me for taking the wrong turn? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Nathan says it used to be a petting zoo before it closed. Okay, so Cherry Island used to be a petting zoo.
Interesting.
So what are you doing there now? Well, to the point. What is there to do there now?
Yeah, what's Cherry Island now?
I feel like Nathan's answers just pose more questions.
Yeah,
to me.
every time you answer something, I have 10 more questions for every single one of you answer. You are a mysterious man right here, Nathan.
Charlie says, what is your favorite region in New Zealand?
Well, I just talked about Stewart Island, so I feel like it's repeating myself to say that, but that's the first thing that came to my mind, isn't it?
Southland, then.
Yeah, so Southland is going to be the first thing that comes to my mind, so therefore that's what I'm going to have to say. So I'm going to have to say my favorite region is Southland, because it includes Stewart Island, and also because there is really a lot of places which are like really hidden gems, and I really enjoyed that. I really did enjoy our trip to Southland, discovering so many different places. So yeah, I have to go for that.
My favourite is West Coast in the South Island.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
I really love the diversity of the landscape there. You have rainforest, you have like Nikau forest, which is the native palm trees of New Zealand. You also have obviously all the glaciers, all the amazing hikes and mountains, the Southern Alps, and proximity to the Tasman Sea. However, it does get a battering in bad weather, so it's not a great place if you want to, if you want to live on the coast. It's probably not a good idea. But yeah, the West Coast is a really fun region, and I'm a big fan. Okay, Robin, we're going to be taking in 1.5 kilometers. We're going to be turning left, which is my side, and it will be going under the bridge. I think it's one of those where it goes off the exit under the bridge towards.
We're still taking the same street, so we're arriving down right and face the hashtag Love Toppo.
Yeah, we'll be coming down the street for the McDonald's.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, what else is happening in the comments? But what I'm gonna take the wrong turn again.
Victoria says, "Yep, I'm here for the long haul until the end."
When do you finish work though, Victoria? Are we gonna keep you up for too long?
And then Natasha says, still here as well. Wow, so many people have been here for so long. That's so cool.
Yeah,
then
11 of them.
Hidden Hammock says, I was lost for 16 hours during the during major storm, and flights off the island were cancelled and had to take a ferry through a storm to get home. Epic, with an emoji sick face.
Alright, so sorry about that, guys. It's gonna be a little bit less scenic because I took the wrong turn. Here's the
okay, then we turn left here.
The hooligans of Toppo. They've done a bit of tagging right here, but ooh, bunch of hooligans. Okay,
we're getting into Toppo now. Wow, almost in Toppo.
We're just reworking the itinerary, so it's just an extra 2 minutes in there.
Yes.
But I mean, you guys don't mind hanging out with us, do you? What's next in the comments?
Victoria says, it's been quite fun joining you on your road trip. I'm glad you think so, Victoria.
Yeah, it was better than radio. We had to be the radio ourselves, but that's fun,
Nicholas says, looking forward to seeing New Zealand's largest lake. I live by the second largest lake.
Oh, that's Lake Teano, is that correct?
James Lowe is guessing Tianao.
Oh, you guessed the same than me, James.
And then Nicholas says, aha, Southland, don't tell anyone. Yeah, I think in response to us talking about our favourite regions. Then Nathan says, there's not much to do now there because it's closed. Oh, well, okay. Just hanging out there then. And then Nicholas says, true. And then Victoria says, finish work now, just in time for the grand finale. Awesome. Wow. And then Jonathan says, I'm still here as well.
Oh, cool. Jonathan's still there. All right. What are you guys drinking? What are you snacking and drinking on right now? Let us know. I want to know what you guys are going to be celebrating Great Lake Toppo with. And if anyone responds McDonald's, I'd be upset. But yeah, what are you guys? Should we swap to our faces until we arrive just in front of the McDonald's?
Yeah.
So like that, there's a little bit more suspense.
We're going
right
to be
here.
taking the next left, which is my side.
Okay.
And I keep saying which
Why?
is.
I thought we were supposed to.
No, we're going to come. We're going to approach from. Oh, I don't know why it told us to go that way.
Yeah, I don't think we
meant
should.
to go all the way down.
Should I turn around?
No.
I can do you turn right here very easily.
Okay. If you want to show off,
No, it's just no one's going to see anything.
Yeah.
It's fine. Here you go.
Yeah. No, I don't know why.
I could feel that was wrong. There you go. Anyway, we're going to be back on the right place because I feel like we have to drive that way and turn, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
I have no idea why it's suggested to do that.
Okay.
Google Maps is not reliable in
We
New
told you
Zealand,
that many
guys,
times, yeah.
And we still use it. But
Yeah, because
we
Laura
shouldn't.
on her phone, Laura only has Google Map. On my phone usually, which is the one we use, we have a different map that we talk to you guys all the time about. But damn, Google Map is not good. Okay, what did I want to say? Yes, what are you guys snacking on? What are you going to celebrate the end of this road trip with? I want to know. Can we check the comments, Laura?
Victoria says maybe today's workday has been a little less productive. Oh no, we didn't want to make it less productive for you. Natasha says, I make steak and green beans for dinner. Gonna eat some salt and vinegar chips now.
Nice.
Jonathan says homemade veggie and pasta.
Nice.
Christina says just drinking water. And James says West Coast has everything tourism wise, minus maybe the geothermal stuff. Great choice. I haven't been to Southland outside of Invercargill, but definitely is another underrated city.
All right, guys, I just wanted to face up. We're gonna get back again, but this is just on the right hand side right now. This is Toppo bungee place. So if you want to go to bungee jumping in Toppo, this is just right here. Okay, let's switch back to our faces so that we don't spoil. I just wanted you guys to see the bungee place.
Okay.
Okay. Who else is eating? Someone is having vanilla what?
James is having vanilla tea, and Victoria says it's fine. Not every day needs to be super productive. I'll be doing some exercise in the form of dancing after this. Ooh,
nice.
Boogie on down.
It's like Zumba style dancing. Is that what you mean? Like exercise dancing?
I like dancing.
Also, if Nick is watching now, you can get the hot cocoa started. We're almost there. So guys, we're gonna have it on our face until we are arriving near the McDonald's with the airplane. You're gonna see the McDonald's with the airplane in about 2 minutes. Then you're gonna see the #LoveToppo sign. And then you're going to see Great Lake Toppo. We're going to take you out of the car, show you a little bit around, and say goodbye then. So this is happening right now. This is coming to an epic conclusion. 34 likes. We are 3 likes away from beating our record. Our best amount of like we've ever had was 37. So are 3 people keen to hit the like button at any point before the end of that live session. If you haven't done it, just
do so.
Just do so.
Nick says he's on it with the drinks.
Oh, he's still there.
Nice one, Nick. And then Nathan says, you are going to pass my school that I went to last year.
Which one is this? Oh, yeah, but I guess it's facing our face because we don't want to show it. But yeah, look at that. 35 likes, 16 people watching. Everybody is very excited. In front of us, there's a car saying Path Lab. Those are the people that did a COVID-19 test for us in order to let us go overseas. So, yeah.
Natasha says I just booked a motel across from the Hole-in-One, which is on the lakefront.
And was it the motel that we recommended on NZ Pocket Guide, or is it something that you just found on your own? But yeah, there is the Hole-in-One over there. We won't see it because it's more on the side of the sign, so we won't see it today. But
I could point the camera at it, but
yeah, we'll see. Right now, we're not going to touch the camera too much because we have had something that worked well. So we're gonna
we don't want to spoil it at the end.
We're gonna stick with something that worked well. All right, 15 people. Actually, am I turning here or is it the next one?
You're gonna take the 3rd left.
So not this one here.
Not this one, not the next one.
But the next 2 are really close together, aren't they?
Yeah.
So we're not taking this one.
Not this one.
Are you sure? Okay.
Oh yeah, take this. Take this.
Is this one with
yes,
McDonald's?
this one. Yes, take it.
That's what I thought. Here you go. Here you go. Okay, so we're arriving in Toppo city center. Let's turn the camera around. We are driving toward the lake. All the way at the end, you can start seeing the glistening waters of New Zealand's largest lake. On the side, you can see the Pack and Save shop, which, that's touristic enough. Anyway, let's not talk about that. Beautiful trees on the roundabout. Look at that, isn't it? Doesn't it make you want to marvel at all those beautiful flowers? Doesn't want you to just gaze at the town? This guy does not have any respect for human life as he crossed, as he crossed the roundabout. But that's okay. Things happen. Human life no matters to some of the local. It's okay. Here's another roundabout with a very young tree, which is gonna grow one day to be one of those beautiful trees that we just seen. And there's a nice little corrugated metal stuff on there. Here's another roundabout with another beautiful tree.
Oh, it's a bigger tree.
Yeah, it's a very large tree. What a beautiful colors though, those stunning colors of autumn that are starting to just kind of make the whole vegetation change. And right now, you can start seeing the golden arches which are on our left, and slowly you're gonna see, and I'm gonna slow down, you're gonna see peeking through that big plane. And yes, the McDonald's is inside that plane. Can you see a plane on the side right here that says McDonald's?
Finally,
McDonald's plane right here, guys. It happened. It's there. Now right in front of us we have Lake Toppo, and right on the left side yet again there is a big sign that says hashtag love Toppo. And I was about to say it's the main picture opportunity, and there's two people right now taking photos there. Can you make that any more touristic right here? Everybody is taking photos right there. So here you go. They even try to emulate that in Wellington, where you can be one of the eyes of Wellington.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they do that now. Okay, this guy is going. I'm going too. We're going to go to the side right now. You're seeing beautiful Lake Toppo. I hope that you're enjoying that. Then there's a parking spot right there where a lot of camper vans are going to be. So it's right in front of us. You're going to start seeing a lot of big box camper van. And right there, I'm hoping to get one of the parking spots so I can show you guys Lake Toppo. So with a bit of hope, all the spots are taken.
One spot.
Can you see one spot? Can you see one spot? Okay, we're not going to run over that guy, but here we go. This is where all the camper van usually park. So scenic. Yeah, there's a spot right there. Boom! The road trip finishes right in front of Lake Toppo as predicted. How epic is that? Oh, I'm so stoked that we made it work. Here is New Zealand's largest lake. It's almost a sea, I will say. And we'll take you out. We'll take you out to beautiful Lake Toppo. Look at that. Laura is going to go in front over there in the sun. Laura is taking you there. Probably can't hear us because of all the wind, but here you go. Get yourself in the sun. Ah! Can you stop? Yeah, here you go. Can you face us? Here you go. Laura in front of Lake Toppo. Amazing.
The largest lake in New Zealand.
Yes, here you go. I'm going to swap. We made it to New Zealand's largest lake. Let's have a look at what comments do we have that we missed. Vanilla tea, we see that. Ooh. So, yeah, we have Nathan that says, well done for getting so close to the lake. Nice one. Woohoo, says Victoria. Thanks for taking me to the McDonald's, guys. Say Hidden Hammock. Okay, you asked for it, we delivered. We have, now I want a quarter pounder with cheese. No, you don't, Natasha. Don't go elsewhere. Go to Tim Hortons. Go get some Tim Bites. Tim Bites? How do you say? Christina Holden says so cool. Victoria says, ooh, thanks for taking us along for the ride. Natasha gives us a lot of heart. And Jonathan says, thanks, Ruben and Laura, enjoy the ride. Hey, how lucky is that? We got the exact parking spot that I wanted to get. That is so good. Yeah. Anyway, hey, thank you very much for spending 3 hours and 23 minutes with us.
We didn't even have our snacks.
Oh yeah, I didn't even get my lunch.
I just noticed the 2 bananas inside the door. I was like, oh, we didn't even eat those.
That is funny. Anyway, Nick, we're going to be here in about 5 minutes. Yeah, what else we have? Thanks for this. I love travel, says Bedwar King. That's funny. Hidden Hammock says, thanks for the adventure. Give us a nice donation. That's lovely. Consider joining us on Patreon if you want as well. Hidden Hammock is a lot of fun. Anthony Comstock says, see you Saturday or Sunday your time. And I'm still here as you're done. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And Christina says, what a beautiful woman. I hope you're going to make it soon, Christina. We'd love to. Discover New Zealand. Alright, guys. Now let's show you quickly the lake. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah. Alright, bye bye.
See ya.
How do we stop a live session? I actually don't know how to stop.
Cross at the top, I think.
Oh yeah, here you go.
See you next time, guys.
Bye, guys.
On Sunday,
yes,
8 a.m. New Zealand time.
Here you go, what she say?